we're back for a second stream. I'm not happy with what I just witnessed and watched, but it put us in the sweepstakes for Aiden Hutchinson, so I'm not going to bitch too much. The Bears and the Seahawks. Come on, Russell Wilson. Come on out, have a big game. Bears are 4-10. Seattle's 5-9. If Seattle wins, that drops that Jets pick down. The Jets are going to win, so we might get the number 3 pick. What's up, Nate? What's up, Slay? I don't care if you do or not. Don't matter to me. It is what it is. Unfortunately, once again, but we're looking at a top draft pick, but not just one top draft pick because Joe Judge was pretty smart. We're going to have 2 picks in the top 5. We could have 2 picks in the top 5. Hopefully we get the right people in that make the right calls and get the right personnel in this draft. You know? Yeah, I mean, the Texans are competitive. Detroit's competitive. There's a lot of they play the game for a reason, man. I mean, you can't just say because one team's bad, they're not going to win it all. I mean, look at us. We kept it a 3-3 game in the first half. I was ecstatic with that shit. I mean, everybody wanted to see Jake Fromm. Well, we said Jake Fromm wasn't ready, but you guys wanted to throw him out there. We threw his ass out there, and you saw he is a 5th-round quarterback. You see, Mike Glennon just is not the guy that's going to be able to come in. So we're definitely going to need somebody for depth. We're definitely going to be in the free agent market. We're going to be looking and searching. Nate, what is good, my guy? Hopefully you got a smile. You're not too depressed about that.
I'm good. I don't even care. I moved on.
I know we're all done. It's laughable at this point.
We just laughed at the Mike Glennon pick 6. We just all laughed.
I mean, unfortunately, it is what it is. Slay, damn it, this is a giant sympathy stream. God damn it. Now I wanted to see you bald.
It's like
I'm not gonna lie.
Your defense played really well today. Your defense played well.
Yeah, but come on, look at who they're playing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But in general, the stats they play decently well.
Yeah, I see you back there. Damn it! I'm gonna.
God, Slay.
Yeah, he wants to come on. I don't know. I might have to wait till at least halftime to bring you on. I don't need no hooting and hollering. Damn it! I need to sit here and cry in my own tears. Then I had freaking computer issues and trying to get this stream up and going and.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Right now, it's like Nate, which is
okay.
It's like every game we have.
Nate, I want to bring up a point. Do y'all remember when everyone said we lost the Chase Young Bowl?
Yeah, oh my God, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, this time we didn't lose the Aiden Hutchinson Bowl.
Yeah, we ain't losing that or the Thibodeau Bowl. We may
now. Listen, the draft gets interesting. If we get the 3rd and 4th pick, unfortunately, we're going to have to beat the Bears somehow. So I don't know how the hell we're going to beat the Bears.
We can beat the Bears because the Bears are just terrible.
I know, but did you expect the Texans to beat the Chargers?
That's what I mean. It's just like it's going to be 2 bad teams playing.
For the tiebreaker to keep those back-to-back picks, we somehow have to beat the Bears next week. This is going to be a big game for the Giants. This is the biggest game because the Bears will beat the Jets in the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So we're not. Sorry, my internet's bugging out here all day. I apologize in advance. No.
And the Jets are going to win right now, so.
Right. And it is snowing in Chicago. This is going to be an interesting game. It's coming down. This is going to be a running football game. Fields is out. Bears are getting set to kick it off. Santos getting the ball set.
And Dalton
Seattle
is out, so they go to Nick Foles.
Right. Seattle's going to be receiving the ball first. And the kick is underway. And it's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle and Russell Wilson will start at their own 25-yard line. Oh.
Damn, the Giants scored.
Oh, man, this internet. That's gonna kill. I can't even run a stream right now.
The Giants scored 7.
I can't even get the stream where I'm lagging and everything. Let's see if I can minimize that, if that'll help. Yeah, I get it. We can't beat the Eagles. How are we going to beat the Bears? Well, it's important. There's a handoff. They're going to try to run it up the middle. He's going to gain about 4 yards. Second down and 6 for the Seahawks right here. This is going to definitely be a running football game. But, if we get the 3rd and 4th pick, that could be a gold mine for the Giants. Especially if that corner and safety are still on the board. Teams might want to move up and grab him. Wilson throws incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Defense for the Chicago Bears, 23rd rushing, 4th passing, 9th overall. So I don't know. Seahawks are going to have to get a running game going here with this inclement weather. It's old Bears fan. Yeah, well, is all right. Wilson under pressure, sacked. That's gonna, you definitely got to keep that minimized. Yep, I can see an upgrade for a computer already. On about the pitch. More money. Yay. This laptop just ain't handling the internet and the load.
Yeah.
No, we need Seattle to win this.
Yeah.
We got to beat the Bears next week. I don't know how the hell we're going to do it, but somehow we got to beat the Bears. And the punt is away. 3-yard return. They're about the 41-yard line, I believe. So here comes Nick Foles, Super Bowl hero. Used to have a statue outside of Eagle Stadium.
And he beat Birdie, so hopefully he wins.
We'll see what this Seahawks defense can do. The Bears are going to have pretty good field position here. 92 touchdowns, 48 picks, 15,386 yards for Nick Foles. Still in the first quarter, 13:40 to go. Why the hell's everyone backing up? Was there a penalty? All right. Bears and shotgun. I got to get that off my screen. Damn it. Takes a snap, looking to throw, throws into the flat to the tight end, gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. Second down, and you stopped watching the game. I had to set this stream up. Then I was having computer issues. I had a whole bunch of crap going on. I couldn't even make a proper banner. I got some crappy thing going on. I only planned to be gone for a couple of minutes and jump back on Pat's stream, but that was not allowed to me. Yes, thank you. Get me up to 150. I'm at 136 now. Foles under center, single back, heavy formation. Takes a snap, handoff right side. He's going to gain about 3 more yards. So it'll be 3rd down and maybe 2. Defensive ranks, the rushing 21st, last in passing 31st overall for the Seahawks defense have not been good. Have not been good at all. I forgot I wanted to make the stream, but I was on Victory stream earlier today and wasn't feeling too hot this morning. And for everything had to go wrong that could go wrong so far. All right, 3rd and 2 here for Foles. 3 on the play clock. 2, 1. Gets a snap off. Looking to throw. Throws over the middle, and that is broken up incomplete. Good defense by Seattle right there. 4th and 2, going to force a punt. So, like I said, if Chicago, we could get the 3rd and 4th pick here. And like I said, that puts us in the Aiden Hutchinson sweepstakes. Definitely makes it easier to move up so no one can jump us. I'm not a big fan of moving up one spot, but I think that kid's got that type of talent. And the snap, the kick is away. And it goes all the way back into the end zone, touchback. Seattle will start with it at their own 25-yard line. Oh, we got a really football weather game going on right now. The cold. Snow. These are the kind of football games I like watching indoors. All them fans sitting in the stands right now, freezing their tuchus off. No, thank you. But I'm not going to lie. Those are the best games I ever played in school. Snow games, miserable. God, those are fun. Yes, snow day. I even like playing backyard football in the snow. That was fun. Oh, I just not too cheerful, guys. I apologize. I ain't got much to say.
Yeah, I'm still stunned.
I'm not stunned at all. You know, everybody was like, let's see what he's got. He looked good. You know, you got to realize prevent defense. It's the end of the game. They're not going to pressure. They're not going to roll. They're not going to confuse. Jets. That's right, Ash. The Jets won. I mean, like I brought up with Nate, remember when we lost the Chase Young Bowl? Well, because we lost today, and if the Bears lose today, we're definitely in the hunt for Aiden Hutchinson and a seriously good offensive lineman. Now, look, I know you guys are sold on Neal, but I saw in some of the drafts here recently, Neal is dropping.
That's what I said. If it's because in different situations, I think if we're at 3, we may pick Neal, which I wouldn't be shocked if we pick Neal because we need an offensive lineman. But if Hutchinson's there, you gotta take Hutchinson.
We do, but if the Jets are like directly behind us with that number 4 pick, Nate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In different situations, that's what they're gonna do.
We might get some really good draft equity if somebody wants that corner from LSU or that safety from Notre Dame, jump the Jets because they know who the Jets are going to want.
Yeah.
We might get a gold mine for that pick.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to be bad if we drop all the way down to 8 or 10.
Yeah.
And we get an interior or Linderbaum or something like that.
I agree with Ash on the North Carolina. His other comment. I agree that offensive line with North Carolina. I showed Joe him the other day. He's really good. That
Yeah.
guy's a monster when he gets to
Look,
the league.
we're in a position where we're definitely going to get a really good offensive lineman. And at this point, I don't care if it's center, if it's interior, if
Yeah.
it's right tackle, left tackle. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, we got at least get. I just want at least a tackle and a center.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. And then we just get inside in the second round. Then we build the
Hey,
offensive
Alex.
line.
Thank you. It is a
This
joke.
I agree with that.
I
Team is a
agree
joke.
100%.
I agree.
And the tackle, well, like I said, Neil's dropping down draft stocks. So his combine day is going to be very important for him to stay in the top 5. He's going to have an athletic combine. Is probably the best run blocker. I've been hearing that.
Yeah, in my opinion, he is the best.
I've been hearing that Iquanu is definitely one of the highest upsides, but we need a running game for days like what we're watching right now with Chicago and Seattle.
Yeah.
When it snows, when we get into playoff football, if we have to go to Green Bay, we've got to have offensive linemen that can move guys. That's what we have to have right there. Look at Brown. Just pull out there and maul that guy. Made a nice gain. 31 unanswered points. I agree. It was a shit show. I can't deny that at all, but with the Giants cap struggles and everything, I don't see us drafting 2 guys back to back in the top 10. I don't see it because that would really slap us up against the cap and really deter us from getting free agent lineman or something. Nope. Oh, sorry. I had to ask the wife something.
Armand.
So 3rd down here now for the Seahawks. They've been running pretty good. Russell Wilson is 1 for 2 for 7 yards. So they've been definitely running the ball. They've got it down to the 41-yard line of the Bears, 3rd and 4. Takes a snap with the shotgun, looking to throw. Throws down the right sideline. Has a man. Is that DK? That's DK in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yay, Seahawks. Go Seahawks.
That's perfect. I'm good.
Yeah, you guys, man, listen, Slave, you guys want to get into playoff football, you're going to have to look a hell of a lot better than what you did. That's for sure.
You guys need to get in the draft. You guys need to get something on that freaking defensive line.
I'm looking 3rd or 4th round, but we got Saquon here one more year.
And that's the final score. So 34-10 Eagles. God damn.
Right.
He scored 10 points.
And the snap, the hold, the kick is good. Seahawks are up on Chicago.
But I'm ain't gonna complain. I'm not mad at all. Not wasting my emotion on this team at all.
Edit. All right.
There you go.
Bears.
Bears are definitely not a good football team.
Bears 0. Seahawks 7. First quarter. Enter. Show. Hide.
What up, Sunday? Sunday.
Oh, hey, Sunny D. Big Fridge. Thanks, everybody, for get Tara Armstead and free. Man, look, I mean, it's already come out that Chris Mara blocked us from getting a really good offensive lineman. So I'm thinking 3rd or 4th round, Damian. Booker we got for another year. Barkley's another year. I'd like to see Brightwell get some carries, see what we got there. I wish Isaiah Wilson would have gotten out on the field a little bit, but yeah, they're going to smoke you all right. He looked confused out there. Thanks for the 7 who are watching. I appreciate everyone being here. Watching a cold, snowy winter game. Chicago and the Seahawks. I thought it was... Yeah, you're supposed to look good against second and third stringers, right?
You guys look terrible.
And then Perk gets injured.
I think that's how. I think after that week we were done and Pert went down.
Exactly. I mean, Pert's not the greatest freaking right guard, but my God, I wanted to see him play a game. He just, man.
And the Rams clinched the playoffs with Matthew Stafford throwing 3 interceptions, and they still clinched the playoffs.
That's, man, I tell you, I didn't think Stafford going to the Rams was the right move, but man, everyone killed me for it. Everyone said, oh, it was Detroit. It was this. He didn't have weapons. He didn't have that. You know, he's looking the same at the Rams as he looked at in Detroit, man. I can't. Goff, he's looking the same with Detroit as he did with the Rams, man. I really don't think there's much of a switch. And I think McVay's kicking himself in the ass right now for making that switch, giving up all them prospects. And there's a kickoff fielded at the 4 to the 15, 20, 25, down to about the 26. Good special teams there on a day-to-day. Not letting them get too big of a return. All right. So here we go. The Bears are going to get their second drive. Three wide receiver set, one tight end in the slot. Takes a snap. Going to hand off, run it up the middle, cuts back to the right a little bit. He's going to ball a guy over, get a first down, gain of 11 right there. Nice run. Montgomery. Not an elite. Man, the other, he needs more than just pieces, man. Like I said, a lot of people don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. So 1st and 10 for Foles here after that nice run by Montgomery in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set, man in motion behind Foles, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, throws a swing pass out to number 11. He's going to get back to the yard, gains a yard. So 2nd down and 9 right here. Who's that, Mooney? Trying not to do too much and try to see what the Seahawks defense is going to give up. Seahawks have always been really good sideline to sideline. They're definitely not the Legion of Boom, though. Falls in the shotgun. Man in motion to the bottom, takes a snap, looking to throw, pumps, brings it down, dumps it back down, incomplete pass. I don't know what the hell that was. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Foles. I have no idea what Foles is thinking of there. That guy was all over him. Bird. Oh, Slay, man. I know you all hate killing on me, but with a Bears loss, the Giants will still be at picks 5 and 6. You're absolutely right. And we need that. But we have a chance to get, you know, we do have a chance to get better draft picks. Foles dropping back, looking to throws, hit as he throws. That is caught. And struggles and gets the 1st down. That was a nice play. Fell down on the field, got back up, made a couple guys miss, and got the... Yes, they do. But if the Houston or the Jets win another game, horrible, yeah. If the Jets or Houston win another game, then we go up to 3 or 4. That's why that's why we have to beat the Bears next week. I don't like those chances either, but who predicted the Texans beating the Chargers today? It is what it is. Could happen. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Foles takes a snap, dumps it down to Montgomery. Montgomery's hit as he catches it. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 here coming up. Yeah, we do have pieces, but we need a hell of a lot more. Stink? Lou, really? Just stink? Oh, my goodness. I've seen better play from Pee Wee football. Not going to lie. Foles under center, man in motion to the bottom, takes the snap, going to hand off Montgomery up the middle. He's going to gain about 2-3 yards maybe. So 3rd down and 7, 8, right in that range. Try not to curse. Yeah, I get it. I'm trying not to either. Hey, at least we're not Chicago and give them a big-ass contract, Slay. 3rd down and 8 right here. Seattle needs a stop. The last 2 first downs the Bears have, they've been on 3rd and long, so they got to do something here. Foles in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set, running back to his right. 3 on the play clock. 2, takes a snap, looking left. Throws over the middle, and that is caught. What a great pass, and another first down by the Bears. There you go, Lou. Now you feel better. I know you do. I know you feel better. I know I do. That was a nice throw by Foles right there. All right. That should be interesting. There's a toss to the right. And gain for, bless me, Mooney for a gain of about 3. Going to be 2nd down and 7 to the right side. Yeah. See? You feel better, don't you? Now you're smiling. See? I've got that mystique about me. 4:28 to go here in the first. Seattle's leading Chicago 7-0. Foles breaks the huddle. Come to the line. Foles in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 wide receiver set. Takes a snap. Hands off to the running back, and he's going to get tackled for a 1-yard loss. So it's going to be another long 3rd down. Let's see if Seattle can do anything here to shut down. 3 3rd and longs in a row the Bears have converted. They got to do something. Got to do something to get this team off the field, get your offense back out there. Where are they? The 41-yard line of the Seahawks. A little bit too far for a field goal, so they'll probably have to punt, but empty set for Foles. 4 wide receivers. 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Looks left, looks middle, looks right. Throws down the right sideline. Has Mooney broken up. Flag. 4th down. Oh, there is a flag late. Some bitch. Can't do that stuff. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I so badly wanted this guy to be a Giants fan for a year. You got lucky. You got lucky.
I didn't get lucky.
You got lucky. Yeah, you did. You were sweating that first half.
I said
we don't have a quarterback.
I told them, I was like, listen, I said, I am hating what I saw. It was sloppy.
Right.
But I wasn't worried because of how our defense was playing.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't really moving the ball that much, so I was okay with what I saw. And I figured as long as our offense could get going at some point, we'd be okay. And obviously you saw that was what happened.
Right. Hand off Montgomery for a nice 7-yard gain.
Terrible first half for us, man. I don't know what
yeah, you guys come out like that against somebody in the playoffs, man. It's not going to be looking pretty.
No lie. No, I just wanted to swing in, though. I got another show I got going on here I got to get to. But
Right.
yeah, I just come in and make an
I would
appearance.
too. I'm not gonna lie. I would too. I'd be all over everybody's
all love,
streams
though, bro.
tonight. It is too. Hey, congrats on your win.
Thank
Tell
you.
everybody I said that too when you pop into the other streams.
I will. I'll see you
Yeah.
guys here soon. I'll be
All
on
right.
stream tonight. So, you got anything tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the late game on G Nation's channel.
I will be there with you then.
All right, boss. Looking
All right,
forward to it.
You have a good.
Get back here. There we go.
Yeah.
And my co-host. Oh,
These guys better start listening to us, man.
bro, if they don't want to, it's fine with me.
Everybody. Jake Fromm. You gotta start Jake Fromm. You gotta start
Jake Fromm.
Yeah.
Jake Fromm. Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see what he has. I know what he has, guys.
That garbage touchdown
Bro,
could have went to Jake Fromm. Now this,
both of y'all was
confidence is
absolutely
shot.
right saying.
Yep.
Both of y'all was absolutely right saying that the Heat should only start for one half, and he did.
He did, didn't he?
Yep.
He did. And he did.
Man, when you don't know the playbook, when you're struggling, when you've never started before, you've never had to read a defense going from a single high to a two high, you've never had to watch the linebackers. It's a whole different animal between college and here. Yeah, he did get to set the bench, but this is why I say if you get a rookie quarterback, you've got to set them for a year. There's so much more to this, and there's just too much pressure for some guys. I know people don't like that.
Jake from State Farm season. Get out of here with that shit, man.
This kid should start the second half of each of these last games.
I know.
Now
at least we beat the Eagles once.
shaking. Now this kid's confidence is shaking.
Yep.
Now his career. Now you pretty much ended his career.
Yep.
Jake Fromm, right?
He'd be on
He
some practice
definitely.
squads for him now.
Well, we ain't got to worry about somebody snatching them up off our practice squad, do we? I think it's a safe bet to say Jake Fromm could be our practice squad quarterback next year.
Yeah, he could be our practice squad. He could be our
Right.
practice squad quarterback.
We ain't gotta hold him for safety's value.
Yeah, he ain't gonna bring Daniel Jones no competition, man. Get out of here, man.
Guys, man, y'all came at me when I said Daniel Jones is a damn good quarterback. Be thankful of what he is and what he looks like he could become. And y'all thought I was nuts. Look, I'm telling you, I've lived through some bad quarterback play. You watch Mike Glennon out there, and you watch Jake Fromm out there, and I'll tell you what, that's Kent Graham and Dave Brown 2.0 back to back.
Right.
Back to back. Those were our starting quarterbacks.
Right.
We had to live with them for years. Eli spoiled the shit out of everybody.
Hell yeah.
Dead serious, guys.
Yeah, he definitely did spoil us. He definitely did.
The 2nd and goal here for Chicago. Come on, Seattle. Hold them to 3 at least. Make them try to kick a field goal. We'll hit you with a bad juju. All right, they're running the Wildcat here. Montgomery takes the snap, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. Okay, 3rd and goal here.
The Giants have been eliminated from 12 contention for the 5th straight season.
Right. Saying to himself, thank God Jake Fromm didn't win this game. Yeah, I wasn't worried about him winning that game. I really wasn't. Okay, Logan.
Me either.
Most of my cousins.
Yeah, hey, Logan, man. Where you at, Logan?
Yeah. Steve,
You
because
started,
of
you was
Kent
talking,
Graham
yeah,
and Dave Brown,
y'all
guys
motherfuckers
are
talking all
Cowboys
that
fans.
Jake Frost shit.
Yeah. All right, Foles in the shotgun, empty backfield, 5
Yeah,
wide
Logan,
receivers.
bring
We're
your
going to
ass
spread the
in.
field down here. Man in motion to the top. Montgomery behind Foles. Foles drops back, looking, moves up in the pocket, wants to run. He's over the line of scrimmage and throws the ball. Should be a penalty. Should be a penalty right there, but it's incomplete. Going to be 4th and goal.
Now Logan got to bring his ass in here. He
Right.
was talking all that shit about
That should have been a
about that
penalty
Jake
right there. He
Frost
threw
shit.
the ball. He was over the line of scrimmage completely. Listen, when I say I look back in time and I see resemblances, guys, man, I'm not just saying that for my health. It's like I've had to live through this shit before. That's why it probably doesn't affect me that much. All right, 4th and goal. They're going for it down here at on Seattle's 4-yard line. Foles takes the snap, looking to throw, looks right, throws, caught but short. Seattle stops. Seattle will take the ball at their own
Good
2-yard
play by the
line.
Seahawks defense right there. I'm a high play, but
Oh.
good play by the Seahawks defense. If you want me to call the Seahawks for you,
Sure, go ahead.
All aboard the Malik Willis train. I tell you what, I don't think Malik Willis does
Malik Willis.
too much better.
I think Malik Willis, he's dropping down draft boards right now, but I think he's going to go in the 1st round. But he's going to be a late 1st round pick, just like Lamar Jackson.
1st round pick.
Somebody's going to look at him and say that's Lamar Jackson and trade back into the 1st round and grab him because they don't want to be the team that missed out on the Lamar Jackson 2.0 sweepstakes.
Don't nobody better reach on Malik Willis.
I mean,
one of these teams reach on Malik Willis. Oh my goodness.
Man, there was, even the Ravens missed out on him the first time. They had to trade back into the top round just to get him. Everybody missed on that guy. He had the Louisville Cardinals, 12th in the nation, 10th in the nation. They were right up there when it comes to the football rankings. I mean, they say that the kid from the Huskies there, Carson Strong, he's got the most talent. He's got the most upside. But then you got Kenny Pickett right there. Yeah. Dude, I'm just telling you what I read, man. I'm just telling you what I read from these experts. Remember, the hype train's going to get started right now. The bowl games are going to start kicking off. And these kids, man, listen, if Kenny Pickett goes out there and has a 400-yard game in the bowl game and throws 5 touchdowns, you think he's not going to be moved into the top 5? If Malik Willis goes out there and balls out in a bowl game, you think he's not going to be moved up into the top 10? I mean, the hype train is just starting, man. It's just starting. Guys are going to rise and fall right now big time. Whereas before we only heard of one linebacker, what's his name, from Georgia. Now there's a kid from Utah. There's another kid from the Southern School. I can't remember.
It's Penn State. It's Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State's got one. But isn't there a 4th
Smith.
one? I thought there was a 4th one that was just starting to. I don't remember. There's so many names flying out right now, Pat, that trying to keep them all correct for me is like really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick Mahomes got it's a flag. Mahomes got picked up, and it's a flag.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, he was also past the top 10 when he got drafted. People are remembering that. They don't want to be the team that missed out on that guy. All right, man. It's no problem, man. No problem.
Still,
I got to eat sometime, too. All right. There you go, Pat.
Cameron Haywood got called offside.
All right, Russell Wilson in a shotgun, 2nd and 8. Empty backfield. End of the 1st quarter.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Joe, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Like us Giants fans were cocky as hell though. Like before the season, We was
Right.
cocky.
I was cocky because I believed in this defense playing the way it's playing
All
right
of
now.
us were cocky as fuck.
I thought Daniel Jones, you know what? Daniel Jones and Andrew Thomas was out there. He was playing good. Thomas got hurt, and then Daniel Jones went right down the toilet. I mean, that just proves a
Yeah.
left tackle is definitely worth his money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm
And a
not going to be
center.
mad if we do draft another left tackle in the draft, and then we move Thomas to right. I'm not going to be upset about that. I'm not. I'm not going to
Did
be
Andrew
mad if
Thomas
they're.
played at the right side in Georgia?
It all depends on who's on the draft board. And let's say Aiden Hutchinson's not there, but we do take an offensive lineman with the first pick. If we trade down, well, a lot of it's, you know what? If we give Daniel Jones his fifth option, I don't think we're going to draft a quarterback this year.
But Dan Jones is in his 4th year.
I mean,
so
they got to make that.
you don't
decision.
have to. You
It
don't
will
have
be-
to give him his 5th-year option in the beginning of the year. You can wait.
Right,
That's why.
right.
Yeah. I mean, his 5th-year option is not coming up this year. He's only going to be in his 4th year.
It comes up in May this year.
Only one we had to make a decision like that with was Barkley.
Man.
Yeah.
March, we have to give Daniel Jones his fifth-year option. It's March or May this year we have to do it.
No, the deadline is at May.
May, okay. The deadline, we have to pick his
Deadline.
fifth-year option up this coming year, 2022.
Right. If they're not going to pick up their 5th-year option, what are you doing?
Because
What are you
we
doing?
already picked up Barkley's fifth-year option, which is
Yeah,
why he'll be back next
I'm-
year.
Right. If we could pick up a 5th-year option on a running back, what makes you think that we can't pick up a 5th-year option on a quarterback?
Man, listen, okay, at this point in time, you can say we're going to draft a quarterback and maybe we trade Barkley for a second this offseason.
If we
Free
could
agency?
pick up a 5th-year option on a running back, what the hell makes you think we can't do that on a quarterback?
All right. I know
That's
y'all would have loved to
surprised.
have seen Daniel Jones out there today. At least he could have moved the ball up and down the field. I mean, that's
I mean,
that.
it's like-
You guys look at
that's saying
Fromm
many
and you look at Glennon, okay? And you guys know there's a damn difference when Daniel Jones is on the field compared to those two. All right, doesn't that even give you a hint that he has some talent to be able to do what he does behind that line? I mean, doesn't that give you a hint at all, or that he might have something there instead of going and reaching and searching for another QB? I mean, honestly.
We'll say this: Dan Jones is light years above those guys. I'll tell you that for sure. Good
Right.
grief.
Right.
Oh my.
That's why when
God.
we say no
Those
quarterback is
quarterbacks.
going to survive behind this offensive line, it doesn't matter who you are. And if we can't get some offensive linemen this coming draft and free agency, it ain't going to make a difference who we get. Third and 8 here for the Seahawks.
It's actually going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
Man,
Oh my God.
So 3rd and 10 Seahawks.
man, we got to put Jake Fromm.
Russell Wilson
Man,
in the
we gotta put
shotgun,
Jake
standing in
Fromm
his
in
own
there.
end zone. Ball is snap. Wilson throws it deep to the left side, out of bounds. Oh, Metcalf
Yeah,
gets
I'm about
hit.
to watch this Seahawks game.
All right,
Man, we
Seahawks
got to
have
put
to
Jake
punt.
Fromm here in the game, man. So we have a chance to win, man.
Well, Chicago wasn't exactly
man.
stupid going for it on 4th down there, were they? They're still going to have really good field position here after this.
Yeah, I knew they were going to go for it. Look how bad the weather is. You got to try to get a
Right.
touchdown right there.
Yeah,
You
ain't
just
it
hope your
snowing
defense
over
can
there
hold.
in Chicago?
All right, punt is
Oh.
off. And it's a bad punt,
Oh, no,
too.
it's snowing in
Oh,
it's snowing
yeah.
in Seattle.
Oh, the Bears got something here. Daz News, from North Carolina, all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Nice return right there.
That's why you do that.
Yeah, that's why you go
Give
for
them
it.
those Riley Dixon punts.
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Foles breaks the huddle. Under
You're ahead
center.
of me now.
Montgomery in the backfield. Heavy formation. Takes the snap. Hand off Montgomery. Montgomery's going to bounce it out to the right-hand side. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Second down and 7 coming up. Down to the 12-yard line. Flag on the play.
Yeah, you're ahead of me now.
Holding. Am I? Holding on Chicago. It'll be 1st and 20. Oh my goodness. I am already tired. I got one more stream to go.
All right. Damn Giants take it out of you, man.
Yeah, they do.
Them damn Giants, man.
Man, I'll tell
Hey,
you
yo,
what,
Joe,
though,
man, you got
I'm proud of
yo,
the
Joe,
defense.
you gotta go back to that to that part where Mike Good and Miss Kenny Galladay wide open for the touchdown,
Oh,
and then Pat was like, man, that pass was absolutely
full
shit.
completion down
You
to
gotta
the
go.
10.
Man.
Tackled at the 10-yard line. Gain of 15 right there.
Like
Second
the
down and
Seattle
5
defense
coming
didn't
up.
wanna- yeah, the Seattle defense didn't want to do nothing right there. That's crazy.
No, they didn't. Oh,
Oh, he caught that? Oh, that was an intercept. Damn, Ben Roethlisberger threw a pick. Oh my god.
That's another quarterback that's washed.
yes. Yes. Steelers are going to be looking for a quarterback.
Yep.
2nd and 5 here for Foles. Foles in the shotgun. Motions the man to his right. Takes the snap. Going to hand off. Sweep to the left, and that's going to be no gain to Mooney. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Reed with a tackle. I mean, thank God for Joe Judge. I'm not going to lie, man. At least he got us capital this year to where we can we feel confident going into this draft that we can make some changes and become better. That does give me hope. Hopefully he just sees what we need. So we got 5 wide receiver set, empty backfield here for Foles. Takes a snap, looks middle, pump fake, throws. That is caught. Going to be a first down to the 3-yard line. Oh, he gets pushed down to the 2. And they're going to give him that. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for Chicago. Montgomery with a nice play right there. Had him lined out wide. He just stopped, and then he motions back across to help his quarterback. Oh, sorry, Mac. Didn't see you back there.
Oh, I just got back there. I'm all good, Pat.
Okay.
Joe, what's up? Going on,
What's going
Pat?
on, Matt?
Oh, all
What up,
right.
Todd?
Foles under center, heavy formation.
No,
Montgomery in the
good,
backfield. Foles takes a snap, hand off Montgomery. Montgomery's going to bull his way. That should be a touchdown, but I think they might be short. It looked like he was in. Yep. It's going to be 2nd
Looked
and
like he
goal
was
from
in,
the
but
half-yard
he was
line.
short.
I thought he was in too.
I thought he was too.
Yeah, there's no way to really tell, but boy, I'll tell you what, if I was a ref, I would have called that a touchdown. All right, Montgomery's still in. This drive, play selection, 2 rushes, 2 pass. Foles under center again, heavy formation. Montgomery in the backfield takes the snap, hand off Montgomery. That is a touchdown. That is a
at the
touchdown.
3 hour 5 minute market. The 3 hour 5 minute market. That's the timestamp.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can rewatch that game, man. I'm sorry. I even missed the bullshit part of it. I'm kind of glad that I did.
Though.
Oh.
I'm talking about Pat's reaction.
Oh, geez. I might have to go back and watch the guys' reactions. Yeah. You guys are going to make me resuffer all that shit just to see your reactions? Damn.
It's just
Y'all
crazy.
are mean.
Offense with Kenny Galladay, Kadarius Toney, Saquon Barkley, Throw
Snap,
Evan
hold,
Ingram name
kick
in there and
is
can't score
good.
points. Can't score points with offense with players
why
like
you-
that playing offense.
And why? Because
So crazy, yeah. So crazy. So crazy to me.
why? Because of bad quarterback play and bad offensive line play.
Whew.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes fumbled, but the Chiefs got it back.
Kimberly, will you stop that yawning, please?
Damn. We had two quarterbacks with like, yo, they stat lines was both both of them was just horrible, yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait to read Twitter and see what all the Fromm reactions and memes are.
Oh,
Jake
man.
from
Oh.
season. Jake from St. Farm season.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Maybe we can get Mike White and give the Jets Jake Fromm. See what happens there.
I want to know how both of them guys missed so many open receivers, man.
Right.
Like,
What the hell?
Oh,
it's
man.
crazy, man. I don't understand it. Oh boy.
That is
Makes it
just
so
brutal,
bad.
man.
It makes it
Brutal.
so bad. We really gotta appreciate Daniel Jones, man, for this bullshit.
Yo, when they got you missing Daniel Jones, you know this bad, bro. You know it's
You
real
know
bad.
it's bad.
They got you missing
You know
Daniel
it's
Jones.
bad when you got
That's not a knock on Daniel. I mean, I like Daniel Jones, but damn. I've come to terms with what he probably might be, actually is, man. And these cats is making him look like an all-pro right now, bro. like we done lost. They make him like we done lost Tom Brady out there or something.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
This is Kent Graham, Dave Brown, all of them
I got to eat something. Oof.
in one game.
Hey, man, you guys wonder what it's like to have a bad quarterback for the Giants? You guys think Daniel Jones really sucks? Like I said earlier, man, Daniel Jones don't suck. Daniel Jones does not suck to be able to do what he does behind that offensive line.
Yeah, I've definitely seen much worse, and we saw much worse today, as a matter of fact.
Exactly. All these young fellas that only know Eli Manning, y'all want to reach for a quarterback?
Like me, but I understand.
Right.
Shit,
right. I mean,
yeah,
because you're what, 21, Taj? 20, 21?
I'm 20. I'm 20 years old.
Yeah. I mean, at least you've watched other teams and seen really bad quarterback play, and you understand the development and the growth, and why sometimes you set a guy for a year to let him get his confidence. You can't.
Well, that's what the NFL's turned into, though, for some reason now. It's
I know.
All the rush now. Now you got to get in there right away. All of a sudden, there's no more being patient with, like, especially with the quarterbacks. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
weird.
I mean, look at Zimmer, the patience he's had with his quarterbacks. You know, Minnesota, they haven't exactly caught the fairest of breaks. But I think Zimmer would be really good for Justin Fields here at Chicago. I know a lot of people get upset at me when I say that, but he could develop Fields into something. I have a feeling.
He could develop Kirk
Cousins. Justin Fields has talent. You just gotta get somebody that can develop it.
Exactly. That's why I think Mike Zimmer would be the guy. Or
quarterback.
I said his name earlier. He was the old Detroit Lions coach.
Caldwell?
No,
Jim Caldwell. Yeah, Jim Caldwell. I think Caldwell could do good. I'd like to see him get another opportunity.
Yeah, he was winning with the Lions, though.
He was, and they fired him.
That's Detroit Lions, man.
The Lions, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it'll get the gain of 1, be 3rd down and 5.
I will say this. At least Fields has talent. That motherfucking Glenn and
he has talent. He can throw. He can throw. Justin Fields can throw. He can run.
You can
Right.
Neither one of them got an arm. Neither one of them are accurate. Hey, man, 3rd and 5, man. Russell Wilson in the shotgun, throws it, quick pass. Everett gets the Seahawks a first down. But
All right.
you can't
Come on,
combine those
Seattle.
two guys and make a decent quarterback. Neither one of them have speed. Neither one of them have great pocket awareness. Neither one of them have an arm. Neither. It's like shit.
How we end up with two guys that can't throw, who can't throw? I don't understand.
Did I tell
With
your
Mike
ass?
Lennon and
Did
Jay
I tell
Fromm.
your ass last week?
Well, I
Did
just
I
had
tell
to
your
see
ass
though. That's
last
why I said I
week?
needed to
Put
see.
that put Fromm
Well,
in
you
there.
saw.
Put Fromm
You
in
saw.
there.
To see.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you saw.
Yo, man,
You saw,
was one of them
man.
guys that said that you
Y'all
wanted to
better
see Jay
realize
Fromm
this
all
shit is
game.
I
chess,
need to
not
see.
checkers. I'm telling
I
you.
mean, I just know it couldn't be much worse than Glennon, and it was the same basically. It wasn't
Say
much
you're
worse, but
giving
it wasn't.
Fromm a lot of credit.
Shit.
Like Glennon, I mean, Glennon wasn't exactly good either. He came in through a pick six. I mean, almost immediately. So fumbled his first snap. I mean, it wasn't necessarily his fault, but still.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God. Y'all just got Jay Fromm's career ended. What? You got that on that man's resume that he got benched for Mike Lennon.
I know. That's the worst part of it. Thank you, baby.
That's
Jake Fromm. Put Jake Fromm in there. We got a better
Yes,
win.
he's got to be better. He's got to be better.
Jay Fromm.
yeah, he wasn't.
I'm glad that you could laugh
Jake
with us,
Fromm.
Mac. We're not laughing at you. I hope fans and people that wanted Fromm in there realize we're laughing with them, not at them. That's all we can do as Giants fans right now is laugh, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm still over the Mike Lennon experience. I mean,
Oh, I was too.
it's not going to change either. But
Who the hell's going to
Okay.
start next week?
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
let's
not
throw
saying
Tony
Mike
out
Lennon is
there.
the answer.
I think
Shit.
throw
Shit,
Tony's
we might
ass
as well
out
start
there.
Brian
The
Lewerke.
You let Mike Glennon take the punishment for the rest of the season, and you let Daniel
Yeah.
Jones heal. That's what you do.
Yeah.
It's tanking
You
without
know what?
tanking. Joe Judge doesn't have to
Judge-
say go out there and tank. Just let him play.
Man,
I
Just go out
promise
there and
you we
play.
gonna lose.
Just go out there and play. This
Just
is
go
not
out
even
there and
tanking.
play,
Just
Mike.
go out
Do
there.
your thing.
that's right. That's right.
Promise you.
Get Barkley the hell out of there.
Games.
I'm pretty sure we're not winning next week or week after
Yeah,
that.
and honestly,
Not-
though, I
not
don't
with
think
this
Saquon
quarterback,
Barkley
right.
coming back this season.
Get Barkley the
think
hell
so.
out of there. Give him an
Now,
injury.
I'll
Barkley
say
might come
let
back.
Jake Fromm start the next game now.
Right?
I mean, at this point, you might as well.
Because
At this point, you might as well for
yeah,
real.
because you know, I told y'all you should have let that guy come in the second half of the last 3 games.
Yep.
Yeah, we started, but we
That's not doing
started.
those coverages, and let him build some confidence going into next season. Now his confidence is shot. He's embarrassed.
Yeah, now his confidence is shot just because we started him in the first half.
You know,
Everybody that
he's
liked this
embarrassed
spunk,
now.
He might be embarrassed for
Everybody-
getting benched from Mike Glennon. That might be. That's the
everybody
bad-
that liked this spunk at the interview, I want to see how much spunk Jake Fromm has in his next interview. Y'all let me know, will you?
He might not even get an interview.
How
bad
he didn't have a stat line worthy of an interview. Not the
Oh,
He had better than number last weekend in one drive than he did for his whole for the
That
whole
man
game
had
today.
18 yards passing for a whole half.
18 yards.
it was.
18 passing yards, bro.
on that note, I'm
Yeah,
going to
absolutely.
turn my camera off and eat Pat take over for me.
All right. First
Yeah,
and 10,
halftime.
Seattle. Wilson hands it off to the running back. He gets about 7 yards.
I think he only had 25 yards. He finished with only 25 yards, I think. Yeah,
And he only threw the ball
just
17 times, only having 25. Oh my goodness.
25 yards, I think, man.
And 17 passing attempts. Oh my goodness.
Look your hands to the face on the defense. That'll be a first down.
Yes.
Shit, it was that one big play to
Jay Fromm 6 of 17 and 25 passing yards and an interception.
I'll say
And
that one big play they had.
17 pass attempts. You got
25
25
yards.
You gotta try to suck that bad. I feel like you can't. Like I don't know. Like you can't. Can you that? How can you be that bad? And with the people you got to throw the ball to.
Look, running the ball is going to be our offense. Like we're going to be a run first team next year. But my goodness, oh my god, that was horrible.
You passed the ball 25 times.
17
for
17 times for 20.
25 passing yards and 17 attempts.
Yeah.
7. You're not even averaging.
Look at this.
He only averaged one. He didn't average 2 yards a attempt. He didn't even average 2 yards.
He averaged a yard and a half per attempt.
It was so bad, bro.
He averaged a yard and a half per attempt. Man, please.
His QBR was like 19.
Yeah, at this point now his confidence is shaking.
Yeah, his
he kept it double digits.
About 14.
His confidence is broke now. Because he was getting hit.
That man is embarrassed. He is embarrassed. That man was on the sideline literally looking at his wrist like he was finna go back in the game. What can he say?
What can
he say?
I mean, only thing I can take away from it is say, Fromm only been here for a couple of weeks, and Glenn has been here all season, and Glenn is a vet. And Glenn is a vet, so that's the one thing I can say.
And Mike Glenn look better.
And defensive Fromm. And defensive Fromm, I'll say that for him only, but that's still not. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you still gotta do better than that. You just gotta do better.
Now you see why he was quarterback number 4 for Buffalo.
For the Bills.
Right.
You see, he's a practice squad quarterback for a reason, man.
Well, I mean that's where he's been at his whole career. So
his draft combine was horrible.
Well, it's because he doesn't have the arms, and he can't make all the throws. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can't make all the throws.
He definitely proved that today.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro. I told myself about Jay Fromm that he reminds me about Colt McCoy. Damn near.
I don't know. Colt McCoy won a couple games for the Cardinals this year, bro.
Shit, yeah. He's another Colt McCoy, man. Look, man, you can already see we're gonna be a run first team, man. That's what we're gonna be.
We ain't got much of a choice with the quarterback play we got right now. I just want to know how we're about to go all season without Kenny Galladay scoring a touchdown, without Kadarius Toney scoring a touchdown, all season. Man.
All season.
1st and 10, Seattle. Wilson gets the snap, throws it over the middle, and is incomplete. Good play by Alec Ogletree.
Forgot about Alec Ogletree.
I would sit Saquon down too, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, that was Bush that got his hand in there. Good play.
I would sit his head down too. My goodness, man.
All right, ball pitch to number 1. Oh, Dwayne Eskridge, big hit out of bounds. It's going to be for roughness.
Look how much time.
Unnecessary roughness. It's going to be a 1st and goal.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God.
Yeah, that was a hit out of bounds.
He had a clean throw.
Imagine Fromm and Glennon sitting in the same quarterback room here Tuesday.
I definitely could.
I'm sorry, Mac.
Yeah, y'all.
I don't even know what
shit.
What do you even say, Tyler? What do you even say? There's nothing you can't even take away. There's no positive you can take away from the game, man.
Rashad Penny.
Let's go, Seahawks. Let's go.
It's not even any positives take away from the game, man. It was just a joke, man.
Yeah, I can hear the coach now. You sucked here. You sucked there. You sucked here.
Can't even say you did this well or you did that
Right.
well because you did nothing. You didn't do anything good.
So, do y'all want to bring Jake Fromm in for some competition for Daniel Jones?
Jake Fromm look like he's gonna be no competition for Daniel Jones, bro. He needs something more.
Hell
Than
Daniel
that.
Jones,
no.
all right. That was confidence for Daniel Jones. He knows he's going to be the starter. There ain't nobody on the team that's going to beat him out.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no competition. Ain't gonna
Yeah,
be
Shit, if
he
I'm
over there saying
Daniel,
Joe
if I'm
Biden
Daniel
right now.
Jones,
be no
if I'm
competition.
Daniel Jones, I'm going to practice with a pina colada because I know for a
Yeah,
fact
Right.
if you're not drafted
You
a
said what,
quarterback,
man?
I'm playing.
Hell yeah.
I don't
know
give
he
a
on the
damn.
sideline feeling very validated right now. Like
I'm sleeping meetings and everything. Shit, what you gonna do to me?
yeah. I mean, damn right though.
These two guys suck ass, and I mean big ass cheeks.
Yo, they bad, man. They are horrible.
That shit crazy, man.
Because honestly, with Jay Fromm, Jay wasn't even about the fact that he doesn't know all the playbook and anything. It was the fact that how badly he was missing throws and shit like that. He just
Right.
didn't look good in general. With whatever little bit that he does know, he didn't execute that well either. It was bad all across the board, man.
That dope, man.
That one Slayton was wide open. You can't miss that, man.
I'll guarantee you today there's a lot of tweets that were taken down.
Right. Right. I mean, man, he was missing wide open receivers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, man, his arm strength was terrible. I told y'all.
Yeah, he has no deep ball whatsoever, man.
That pass he threw to Slay and he dropped that interception was one of the worst passes I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That never even had a chance. I knew
pass
right when
was
the
so
ball left
bad.
his hand that it was going to be intercepted.
The pass was so bad, Slay didn't know what to do. Slay didn't even know what to do because the pass was so bad. He was like, "You can't be serious. Is he throwing it? Did he really just throw this? I gotta catch this, right?" He had enough time to look to his homeboy in the backfield. I think I can catch this. And his homeboy like, "Yeah, catch it." He threw it. This man literally caught the ball, turned it to his homeboy, and dropped the ball. I said, "Man, I knew it was over when he threw that pass." I said that was the worst pass I've ever seen. Low key, I was hoping that it turned into something. He looked shook. He looked like he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh man, New York Giants just ended somebody else's career. Because I promise you, I'm not taking Jake Fromm with a 10-foot pole.
No, that was not a good not a good showing. And he did nothing for himself.
People talk about, he didn't know the playbook.
Like I just said, it's not about that. The plays he didn't know, he was missing wide open receivers, throwing horrible passes. So that ain't got nothing to do with not knowing the playbook. That's execution, and he couldn't execute.
That's execution, right? Come on, now.
They actually put plays for.
You got plays on your wristband, man. You
missed the Like, seriously, when is a quarterback gonna come in and give this team some motivation? Like, seriously, man. If he would have completed those open passes, this team would have been motivated to play. Damn, the Seahawks got in there and stopped that in the backfield. But that's why you have receivers alligator arm and shit. Why would I go out there and get killed?
Right.
For what?
That's what Slayton know, man. He could have caught that pass, man.
Yeah, he
was gonna get drilled. He was gonna get drilled, but
see, that's the thing. That's the thing, guys, is the minute we signed him off the Bills practice squad, they're like, yes, we don't have to pay this clown money anymore. Let the Giants do it. Yeah, they're the
Yeah,
great
right.
freaking organization. They know what the hell they got no clue what they're getting. Hey, he's not on our books no more. Thank you.
Yep, Jake Fromm. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you can erase Jake Fromm off of our books now. He probably ain't gonna be in our team like next year.
I mean, he can be a camp body. Like that don't never
Right,
hurt. The more the
I'm
merrier
not
when it
even
comes to
sure I
camp.
want him to be a camp arm. I don't want him to be a camp arm, to be honest with you. Nobody's arm is gonna be that weak.
Yeah, you right.
Hell, you gonna try to get my players repaired with these raggedy ass throws. Yeah, they think they're gonna pick off every fucking thing now. They get in that face smile like Justin Herbert, realize shit. You realize shit real out here. This ain't no fucking Jake Fromm. You thought you was gonna pick that pass up. Pass got in there 50 miles per hour. Shit, you got 5 times the arm of Jake Fromm.
Hey,
No,
man,
you
ain't gonna
prepare
be
your team for failure having somebody like that.
Ain't
Fuck
gonna
all
be no
that.
repetition for Daniel Jones now.
I'm telling you, man, that man lucky to have a job next year. After that, y'all ended that man's career that quick.
They ended that man's career in one half.
Oh, they called a fumble.
I don't even think we could get an undrafted free agent for his ass.
It's trade from. What the hell you? You're not even going to get
someone's going to bring that up.
You're not even going to get a thank you for Jake Fromm. You're not even going to shake your hand for Jake Fromm. What the hell you going to get for Jake Fromm? They're going to flip you the bird for even mentioning that to them. Yeah, exactly. Man, y'all need to investigate that franchise. Guess what they just try to do? They try to trade us Jake Fromm. Yeah, they need to go on an investigation.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some bullshit going on over there. I know they got some emails or something.
Hey, Jake Fromm.
Oh,
The hell you gonna get on? Man, please.
Man, it's gonna be another long off season. Whew.
I can't wait for the all season. I think it's gonna be an exciting one.
I'm not buying in though. I'm not buying in until they prove it on the field next year. I'm not even.
Me too.
I'm not jumping on no hype train. They're not gonna get me this off season. I'm not jumping on no hype train. They gotta prove it on the field next year, and that's it. I don't care what they do in the draft. I don't care free agency. They gotta prove it on the field.
What's up, Hit Squad?
Hit, what's going on? Great video, bro.
I gotta check it out.
Who the fuck said somebody try to trade Jake Fromm?
No, I was being a smart ass.
Oh, okay.
I said we couldn't even get an undrafted free agent for him. So.
Man, that shit was fun.
That's why I said it. Oh, there.
Yeah,
I feel better.
I got you here. Yeah, that man, hey, look, bro.
Lasagna.
Y'all gonna learn. That's why me and Joe gonna do a whole bunch of shows this offseason for these reasons right here. Every time me and Joe come up with something, motherfuckers always want to say we loony, we saying the wrong shit. Not to go at anybody, but I'm telling you, man. Look at the way this shit's going. I knew people was gonna act like Jake Fromm was gonna be the next great quarterback. I knew it.
Yep.
Because of one series, because we're so bad that one series looks half decent. He's got to be it. Oh man,
I just wanted to see him. I mean, you gotta know. I
gotta
know.
Incomplete pass.
I just needed to see.
Oh, he's it, all right. He's really good at picking splinters out of his ass.
Because I wouldn't have wanted to wait till next year to see what we saw today. either. I wouldn't want to wait till next year to see that either.
Oh.
The thing is, if you would have done it the way that Judge probably really wanted it to do it, he would have had a chance next year because this system's not going to be here next year.
You know, you start out the second half and let's say the Eagles are up 17-3. All right, you're throwing Jake Fromm out there not expecting anything. All right, he's got no pressure on him. When you put him out there to start, you've got everything on his shoulders right now.
Yep. And you put the pressure on him with a system that's not even going to be here next year.
What? Where the hell they get a fucking Jake Fromm jersey from?
Maybe Georgia? I got no clue. I bet you he goes home and burns that real quick.
Somebody got a Jake Fromm jersey? What a dummy.
Hey, not my money.
Why would you do that?
What a dummy. That's
that right there is that the guy that bought the Jake Fromm jersey is the guy that hates Daniel Jones. He's one of those guys that said that Daniel Jones sucks out of the draft and does not and is going to go down with the ship on that. That's the guy that bought a Jake Fromm jersey. Well, guess what, pal? I think you'd rather. Go ahead, Mac.
I was going to ask Piff Claus. That was actually a New York Giant Jake Fromm jersey, or was it like a Georgia jersey?
I mean,
who the hell makes Jake Fromm jerseys?
I'll bet you he'd trade that for a Daniel Jones jersey right about now, wouldn't you? I guarantee it.
He's so foolish. He's so foolish. You're going to keep saying it.
Right.
Those are the type of guys that's going to keep saying the same thing until it actually happens and be like, see, I told you.
Right. Right. No, it was a Giants jersey, according to Hit Squad.
Oh, my God.
What a run by Montgomery.
You know, it might have been a Dave Brown jersey. It was the same number.
It was going to be a dogfight.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, it is. You know what? I just thought of something, Pat. Dave Brown was 17 and Jake Fromm is 17.
Yeah, that's not good.
Coincidence? I think not. He picked the right jersey.
He looks exactly the part. I promise you. That's what I remember with Dave Brown.
Well, then Plax brought some credibility back to number 17, though. Even though he was a wide receiver.
Shit.
Yeah, Plax
he did it justice.
But then he shot himself.
Giants, right.
He shot the team. It was okay for a while till he decided to go out clubbing.
I'm still salty about that. We were supposed to be back-to-back champs.
My God, we could have been three-peats for the first time. We could have been in that elite club.
Because, man, Burris was becoming elite, man.
Hell yeah.
Burris was getting ready to become that dude.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, at the time of the year when that happened, it was just no way you could replace that, man. At that time of the year, at that point in the season, man, couldn't bring nobody else in that was going to replace that kind of production.
Nope. And that was Eli's guy.
Absolutely,
yeah, it
was.
When he needed somebody to bail him out, man, Plax was always right there for him. That's when the back shoulder throw was in New York. And then Knicks did pretty well, too. I'm not going to take that away from Knicks either. When Knicks came in, he did that pretty well. But
Knicks was a beast for a couple of years with us, man.
Oh, my God. Man. My uncle, who's a casual fan, was like, who's 17? And pointed at the bar. And it was a younger guy wearing a home Giants Fromm jersey. He had his head down at the half. I wish I could make this up. No, dude, actually, it's kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. I'd be laughing at that guy. I would have, too.
Sure,
I would have laughed at him when he walked in, and I would have laughed at him when he walked out at halftime.
That halftime stat line, that big 18 yards he had passed for.
Yeah, 18 for 25. Yeah, hey, you want to trade that for a Jones jersey?
Jesus. Like, why would you put that on?
Get out of here.
Poured a beer on him right after that.
Jake Fromm.
I mean, if you're going to have guts to wear a jersey, a guy that's that bad, go get a Pisarcik jersey or something.
Mm.
At least we all know where that one stands.
Well, at least we know he got some positives on defense. At least going forward, at least we got that.
I really think Joe Judge loves his defense. I really think he does.
We got some positives.
Oh,
pans out. Who knows what he does? But I think he's going to get himself a defensive tackle, a run stopping defensive tackle, and he might go and get another linebacker. I think he has faith in those DBs. I truly do believe so.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind keeping Lorenzo Carter. I was gonna say I don't mind keeping Lorenzo Carter around as a rotational option.
I do if it deters you from getting a defensive end if they're available.
Right.
Okay. Well, if
Aiden Hutchins is right there and he says no, I kept Lorenzo Carter, then I will be pissed.
Okay, yeah, that makes a whole lot. I feel you on that. Absolutely.
At least it wasn't Aaron Rodgers, so we don't have to hear the Jake from State Farm getting the discount double check. That would have been too much. Oh, Pat froze.
But how you feel about the Jalen Smith signing late in the year? Like that could be a pretty good signing for us late in the year, man.
And through
what's that, Pat? Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, my internet been going in and out all day today, but I'm saying
mine too.
I really truly believe that if you keep Lorenzo Carter, I think he's not going to go edge. If you keep Lorenzo Carter. And that would piss me off because if Hutchinson is right there, that's a game-changing player.
Yeah,
he helps your offense and your defense because he's good against the run and he can rush the passer. So those plays, somebody makes a miraculous play on 3rd and 11, that might not happen if we have Hutchinson. You see what I'm saying? And so if you keep it Carter, he's going to turn into something.
Right.
Carter could be a nice backup the way he's playing right now. A nice backup.
4th down for the Bears. 4th and 12. They're going to have to punt. 140 to go in the second.
Don't want to keep relying on Carter as a starter. I just don't feel like he's a starting caliber player. I think he's a good rotational guy at best.
But I will tell you this. Go ahead, Mac. I'm sorry.
And I was gonna say he is just that good athlete that if you rotate him in every once in a while, he can come in, catch the offensive line after they're a little worn out and make a play here and there. That's what Lorenzo Carter can give you. But to have him out there all the time as your main guy, it's just not working.
No, and we already have players like that. I think Ellison Smith can do that. Roche can do that, and Ojulari can do that. I think Ojulari could be a number 2. A good defensive edge presence.
Yeah,
right. And then have Roche as the spill guy with Robinson.
Mm-hmm. With Ellison coming in there on NASCAR packages, or he might be able to outplay it. Outplay a couple of guys to get in there. So we got fresh people coming in at all times. That's what we had when we had Strahan and them. There was only one guy really playing all the snaps, and that was Strahan.
And they was all players too, man. Justin Tuck and all them, they was all players. Tuck, Newman Yord, even that other dude, Dan Tollinson, that dude was nice when you get there too. They had a good rotation, man.
Yeah, even Tollinston got in there when he used to do this little bicycle kick after getting the set. He was pretty good. But if we could get back to that where we just got a fresh rotation, that would be good. And then it was even better about this one. If they all turn out to be half decent, they all grow together. But we could go so many
nice play.
different directions with this.
Boy, the internet sucks today.
Yes, it does.
Oh, wide open. Lock
Yeah,
it.
Everett is down to about the
Or Everett.
23-yard line. This
And
is
got
what I
out
like
of
to
bounds.
see. Kick their ass, Seattle. What a hell of a
Right.
day for us.
They
Right.
needed this kind of effort from Russell Wilson last week. Motherfucker.
That's
Who
why I
Too
don't
late
play
now. It's
fantasy.
too late now. I'm out the playoffs now. It's too late. I needed this effort last week, Russell Wilson.
Do you know that he passed for more yards to Jake Fromm?
Oh,
I
crap.
couldn't hear you. It
Yeah, I
broke up.
couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Internet is terrible.
Yeah.
Can
Not
y'all hear
very
me
good
now?
here. Yeah, I got you now.
I said Wilson threw for more yards than Jake Fromm on that last pass to Everett.
Right? Oh my God. Oh my God.
People got to learn, man, that it takes time.
KC looks scary. I don't know. I'm watching Seattle beat up on the Bears here. They're ready to score with 34 seconds. They're at the 20.
Oh.
You're. Oh, couldn't come down with it. Couldn't come down with it. Should have been picked off.
It's crazy though, because
I
no
remember
matter
him
what, ultimately,
from Miami. He was half decent in Miami too.
Yeah, hit squad, man. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It is, because I'm sorry, but Madden and all this other bullshit draft, fantasy football killed the game. It did, man. It killed it.
crazy. No matter how mad I get at this team on Sundays when we play like this, I still gonna wake up tomorrow morning, put all my damn Giant shit on, and go about my usual day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I even went and bought a new damn shirt for Christmas. Okay. Yeah, I still love my Giants. I can't help it.
Oh yeah, I'm always.
Seattle can make this a 2-score game. Poor Pat got
too much history.
Yeah, you're.
Who is Kansas?
17's
snap, hold, kick. Good.
Covered by hit squad.
It's going to be half here soon.
Yeah, I feel gonna take a smoke break. Hopefully, his internet gets better today, man. I'm cutting in and out all day today.
Yeah, it's raining here, so whenever it rains, my internet goes in and out too. You're not alone there. Mine's been.
He said, "I bought
God.
a new TV for Christmas. I'm scared to watch this team on it now."
Just put a little sticky note up there. Remind you how much that freaking thing costs. I guarantee you that'll help.
Just to watch the offense. Watch the defense. Don't watch the offense.
Keep the old TV around to kick around. The one that you got out by the garbage pile right now. Keep that one around to throw around the room.
If we get the
Bears will get the kick at the second half.
And 5, hey, Hutchinson and Thibodeau is very likely, or Neal. You get the number 3 pick with the Bears. So one of them
right.
So it ain't all bad, man.
I don't know how
I'd much rather have one of those guys than a meaningless win at the end of the season. I'm telling you that now.
Well, we got to beat the Bears somehow. We have to win that game.
Yep.
I don't know how.
I don't know
Because
how
we
to.
I don't
we
know
beat the
how.
Bears and they stay down there with the Texans and Jets with the same amount of victories. We get the number 3 pick.
I'm
All
just
right.
going to put it out there. I don't think with our offense we can beat anybody. I just don't think we can beat anybody.
Hey, I don't think we can beat it. As long as your team can score one touchdown,
Yeah,
you got a damn good chance to win that game.
Right.
yeah, pretty much.
If your team can score one touchdown, I promise you're going to beat us. And you fucking around and
Yeah, I
put
got
up 10
one.
points? Oh, that's the game.
Hell yeah. Pretty much.
I got a headache too, man. I got one too, Jaden.
Right. Watching
Just
this
sitting
team
here.
gives you a headache, man. Watching this offense gives you a headache.
Goddamn
Well, the
head.
offense-
But I'll be
Yeah.
right back after the
Christ.
half, Joe.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end. Halftime. Mom said, "Just don't watch the." Man said, "What? Just don't watch the offense." Yeah, that's right. Just don't watch that damn offense because this is freaking horseshit.
Painful. We're not watching
Horse.
offense. I don't know what that is. They're not playing offense. I don't know what the hell they doing. So bad out there, man.
Oh,
They are, and it's just tough because this football team it's traditionally one of the historic franchises in the league, man, and it's looking
well,
so bad, man, right now. These last like 10 years. It's just so bad. Because I don't
mean-
even count that 2016 season.
I don't count it at all either. I don't like it, but Seattle's leading Chicago 17-7 right now at halftime.
Exactly what Big Blue in the Bronx just said. This team is just like, I feel like they're just trapped in the 80s, man. I feel like every team in the NFL has evolved to the 21st century except for
Hey,
us.
84, goddammit. We won a few games in 84.
Yeah, but the game is so different now. And I feel like this team just hasn't evolved at all. I mean, I watch other teams. We just look stagnant compared to other teams, man. And I'm talking about
Yes.
other bad teams. I'm not even talking
Well-
about other good ones, about even other like bad teams like the Detroit Lions and teams like that.
Well, per Jordan Renan, this was sent to me. You were in the same group chat, but I wanted to read it to everybody watching. The Giants want to see things through with Joe Judge after firing their previous 2 coaches after 2 years. He cleaned up a lot of the behind-the-scenes messes so far. Now we'll have a chance to get the talent and offensive line that gives them a chance to succeed. Now, look, I mean, I get it that everybody's upset with this, but I'm not going to lie. I think that Judge is a very good person to evaluate talent as far as, who to draft, when to draft, because everybody we're rooting for on this team right now, Mac, is somebody that Judge has drafted. It's not anybody else. It's not a Shermer's guys. It's not McAdoo's guys. It's not Reese's guys. It's definitely not Gettleman's guys. I think that Judge actually can see what he wants to put on this team and get the right person in here. And you can say whatever about Judge wanting book smart and no dogs or whatever, but Ojulari looks like he's going to be a dog. Roche looks like he's going to be a dog. McKinney looks like he's going to be a dog. And then the free agents, Martinez was a dog. Bradbury was a dog. He's fallen off. I see him getting cut. Thomas is a dog. Those guys that Judge has brought in. And, with him saying he's going to run it back next year with DJ, okay, if we see that talent, he saw that talent before they even got here, I'm going to trust him to say, you know what, I want you to get my 10 draft picks. Abrams is just going to be a middleman. That's all Abrams is going to do is write up the contracts. That's it. As far as his GM status, I don't think he'd be making many moves. I think it's all going to come down to Joe Judge. And by watching the last 2 years, what Judge has done to this team and the playmakers that we have on this team, we do have playmakers, Mac. We do definitely have some playmakers. We just got to get them healthy, so we need a new training staff. I want to know who the OC is going to be. That's my first question out of everything. It's not stuck in the 80s. It's stuck in what he has right now to work with, and that's horseshit. There's no foundation here. There never was. There hasn't been a foundation here since the O-line, and they let that go for so goddamn long that it ruined Eli's career. So what philosophy can Judge really bring in right now? He has to work with what we got. Yeah, it is. So it is coaching. I don't know about that.
I mean, it's not. They're not off the hook completely. They're
No,
not
they're
off the.
not.
Sometimes because you do. Sometimes the good coaches can find ways to bring whatever they need to out of whatever they got. Like I use the Eagles as a good example because I feel like the Eagles are probably one of the better teams. When guys go down, that next man up philosophy, it just always seems to keep cooking, man. With that team, man, it doesn't matter who goes down, who gets injured. That next guy steps in and gets the job done. When Miles Sanders got hurt and missed those games, Eagles started running the ball heavy with Jordan Howard. They brought up off the practice squad. And I know he's not a regular practice squad type of player. He's Jordan Howard, has a
Right.
reputation in the league. But at the same time, that next man up philosophy seems to work with other teams. And we're just not getting that. I mean, we can't always keep using these injuries as an excuse for everything. You got to be able. The coaches got to be able to get something out of their players too, man. And I think the coaches do fail at that to an extent. I'm not saying we have the most talented group, but
Doug Peterson loaded up that team so that the next coach comes in, there's a foundation. Okay, look at all the first-round draft picks that we missed under Jerry Reese. Really? We did not need an Ingram when we picked him.
Did not.
Okay, so not having those guys on this team right now, not having that foundation, you know what? If Weston Richburg would have hit, if Pugh would have hit, if Flowers would have hit, you think our offensive line is as bad as it is right now? Pugh's balling. Weston Richburg was still playing last I knew. Eric Flowers doing phenomenal at a guard.
I think we messed up that with Justin Pugh when we brought him in. I mean, obviously we drafted him as a tackle, so we wanted to give him a shot at tackle, but I think it was pretty clear that he wasn't going to be a successful tackle in the league. I think that was pretty clear early on in his career, and we waited too long to convert him into a guard. So I think we just dropped the ball there with Justin Pugh. I think Weston Richburg, I think he was just here at a bad time. I kind of like that guy. Weston Richburg, he wasn't that bad a player to me.
But we don't have those guys, Mac. I mean, that's where your depth comes from is former GM picks. I mean, look, like I said, look at the Eagles. At least they had a foundation there from the previous coach that Sirianni has something to work with. Why does Dallas look so good? Because when what's-his-name comes to Dallas as a head coach, they got a great offensive line, a running game, a great wide receiving core. He went and got some defensive picks this year, and look at him. We don't have anything. You know what? Our defense is just starting to turn it around this year. It only took 7 weeks. That's what I'm saying. On offense, what the hell did we have? Not a damn thing. We get guys that we want to bring in, but Chris Mara says no.
Well, it really starts with that line. I don't feel like the issues. We got receivers that have been capable of making plays in this league. Obviously, Kenny Galladay, before when he played in Detroit, didn't have a problem getting into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, he's been a little banged up the last few years, obviously, but we know what he can do when healthy. You know what I mean? And he's starting to look like he's starting to get that way. This offensive line is absolutely the major problem on this football team. And until it's addressed, until it's fixed, or to where they can play at least with some level of competence in this, offense is gonna always continue to struggle, man. Because if they can't block anything up front, like everything we try to do, like those swing passes out to Saquon, there's no blockers out in front of them ever because they're just offensive line just getting blown up. Every single play, there's a joke.
Yeah, but I mean, what the hell are we supposed to do if the offensive line can't block a freaking guy and he's in there half a second after the snap?
Well, that's what I mean.
It's like people are asking for miracles because we got playmakers. Man, look at the New York Giants. What goddamn real firepower offensive weapons did we ever have as the New York Giants and won a Super Bowl with? Outside of Plexico Burris, but he was just Eli's guy. Those guys had a connection. But, I mean, Pittsburgh traded him to us for a reason. He wasn't showing up in Pittsburgh. He comes to the Giants. He fit well in the scheme. And we won a shitload of games with him. But let's look at all our past receivers. I mean, really, Stephen Baker? You think he's a star anywhere? That's what I mean.
Right. I mean, Johnson's only favored in one Super Bowl out of the 5 Super Bowls they played. They're only favored in the first one against Denver. It's the only one they were expected to win. So, I mean, you ain't got to convince me on that. I know we
I know.
haven't had the
Just for younger viewers. I mean, look, when we won games, we never had a $20 million receiver.
no,
Of course,
absolutely
back in the
not.
day, it was a $2 million receiver, but
Just had good, solid guys that can make plays when they needed to.
exactly. You know, and we've always had a really good offensive and defensive line. Always had good offensive and defensive lines. My God,
feel like
Jumbo
until-
Elliott, you know, Snee, O'Hara, you know.
Until Odell Beckham got here, I believe the Giants didn't even have a Pro Bowl wide receiver since like
For-
the 60s or 70s or something like that.
Right, exactly. Who was Kerry Collins throwing to? A lot of people won't remember those guys. Toomer and
Yeah, because as good as Plax was, he wasn't making Pro Bowls.
right,
He wasn't-
right.
So
That's how important that offensive line is. Eli made his bread and butter on play action when we ran the ball. Earth, Wind, and Fire is why we won Super Bowls, why we moved the ball. You know, Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw were the reason we won because we could run the ball. Every week, Ahmad Bradshaw being a walking boot, but he'd be out there on the Sunday, playing in the game. And then Monday through Friday, he'd be in a walking boot, but he'd be out there Sunday or Saturday, whatever it took. Plexico Burris was playing with injuries. He wasn't at practice all week, but he was out there playing.
Burris didn't practice the whole damn season, basically that Super Bowl year in 2007.
Right,
He didn't
right.
practice the whole season.
Right.
He just played the game.
When-
He just played the games.
when you win, you could do stuff like that. When you're not winning, we look like what we are right now. Bunch of fans bickering with each other, trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. You
I
know,
know the
and
offensive
then
line is what's wrong with this team right
and
now.
then
That's
some
100%.
people are like, well, I'm going to just stick to my guns because I'd rather be right than say I'm sorry and I was wrong. You know, a la Daniel Jones. You know, a la Dave Gettleman. A la, everything. When I kept saying and bitching that I think John Mara's got his hands in the pot too far, a lot of people did not agree with me. They're like, no. The owner can't. He wouldn't do that. He's not that type of guy. This is a winning foundation. Hey, man, I remember when Daddy had a GM forced on him. Wellington Mara actually had George Young forced on him because the Giants were so goddamn bad in the 70s. And it took George Young 4 years to turn this club around. 3 coaches. And we had one coach that quit in the middle of the year or got fired in the middle of the year. So, and then we almost lost Bill Parcells to Alabama.
I didn't know
It
about
was-
that. I didn't know about that.
It was damn close, yeah, because when Bill Parcells was with what's his name there in 72 or 82. Oh God, what's his name? And I can see him too. I almost had his name.
Tell me who the coach was?
Yeah, the coach was in 82.
What the hell is his name?
Because he went to Alabama instead. Because he quit halfway. Oh God, what's his name?
I can't remember his name for that shit right now, Joe. It's driving me crazy. It's gonna drive me crazy. I was a baby then, but I still. Damn. Yeah, I can't.
Ray
I'm not
Perkins.
coming-
Ray
Ray
Perkins.
Perkins. Yeah.
Oh
Ray-
my God, you guys want to talk about a bad coach? You guys want to really talk about a bad coach because he quit. And then that's when the fiasco started. And then Parcells took over. He tried to be a player's coach. And we didn't win many games that next year. But you got to realize this is 1983, 1984. Okay? That's when we started getting guys. Thank you, Nightings. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, we already had Lawrence Taylor. We already had Phil Simms. Phil Simms came in the same way Daniel Jones is coming in right now. No goddamn team, no offensive line, no running game, going out there getting killed, hurt, injured every freaking play. You want to hear fans boo a quarterback getting hurt walking off the field? You go back and play some of Phil Simms' rookie year YouTube, and you're going to hear every time he got hurt, like fans would cheer because he got hurt and he was out of the game because people thought he sucked that much. He got laughed off the stage in the draft by the commissioner because he said, with the Giants pick from Morehead State, Phil Simms quarterback. Look at these clowns. He won 2 goddamn rings with us. He might not have been there for the second Super Bowl, but he got us 11 wins that year into the Super Bowl.
He sure did.
You know, we had
Sure
LT,
did.
and then we drafted Carl Banks. And Bill Parcells was here and started. He turned this whole team around, changed his attitude. You guys can say what you want about Joe Judge, but he's still got these guys believing. If that defense can go out there and ball as hard as they did for that whole game, you're telling me those guys ain't bought into his system?
That's crazy. You just mentioned Carl Banks. Like that is the last linebacker we drafted in the first round. It was Carl Banks. He's the last time New York Giants. He's the first round draft pick on a linebacker.
Out of Michigan State. Yep.
Way back in like 1980, like
84. 84. 83, 84.
Crazy to think that.
Yeah. And that was the guy that put that defense over the top. First round draft pick on a linebacker. And Carl Banks was the guy that lifted that defense. That's exactly what Lawrence Taylor and company needed on that front line, was a guy that could go out there, cover the tight end, cover the running back, and make a solid tackle.
He could play the run, too. He played the run really well.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guess what? Aiden Hutchinson does. He's an outside linebacker, but guess what he does? Guess what we're known for as our Giants fans? Edge rushers, defense.
Get to the
He is
quarterback.
built for this town.
That can do that consistently.
Aiden Hutchinson is built to be a New York Giant. If we trade up and get him, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'll be happy swinging from vine to vine to vine, doing a Tarzan yell. Guarantee it. He falls to us, or we get him. Oh, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be doing a Tarzan roar that night. Well, third quarter here. Bears have the ball. Oh, there's a great defensive play by Seattle right there for about a 4-yard loss. He was in the backfield when the quarterback was handing it off. Let me change my ticker. Third quarter. I don't know if Parsons would be that guy here.
I don't know. He's a player, man. He
is a player. He is, but I don't know if he'd be that guy here. Because do you really think we're winning more football games with just Parsons?
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Oh, if Foles goes down, sacked at the 20-yard line, be third in a long distance.
I think he still would have made an impact.
Well, when you're winning, you know, I mean, if he had to do interviews with the record we have right now, I don't know if he'd be built for New York.
It's a possibility.
Nothing against the kid, but we all know New York media when we're losing. I mean, look at how everyone else is. Look how Tony's getting tore up. Look how Judge is getting tore up. Barkley, Jones, Thomas, McKinney, our whole team.
So you talking to New York Giant fans talking about life sucks being a Bears fan, bro?
Yeah,
we are Giant fans. How you think life feels for us?
Oh, he was almost sacked again. Gets the ball out incomplete, 4th down. Bears are going to have to punt. I know, at least you guys put up 7. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, at least y'all score points.
Right. I mean, we got to sit here and watch Mike the Neck and From. At least you got a, Fields could be the future. You know, your coach is going to be. It's going to be really interesting to see who Chicago gets as a coach this year. The snap and kick is away. Angled to the left, fielded at the 36, 40, 45, out to the 50, down about the 49. We'll be in Bears territory at the 49-yard line of the Bears as we go to commercial break. Wanted to take. I think if Gettleman had his choice, I think Gettleman would have taken Parsons. But because it was his last year and they're letting Judge make the decisions, I said I think Judge knew what we were going to need and went and acquired picks. Like I said, don't be surprised if Barkley. Now look, I hope Lorenzo Carter. I hope Lorenzo Carter balls out, Jay. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. We don't even have to re-sign him, but if he signs a big money deal, we could get a third round comp pick for him. If Evan Ingram balls out next year, not this coming draft, the following draft, we could get as high as a third round comp pick for him. And the other kid on the defensive line, if he balls out and gets a high salary, we could get a third round. We could have 4 third rounders next year. If those guys get, so we're going to have more draft picks and capital next year to move around.
Like Lorenzo Carter is a smokescreen, though. Like I was just telling Pat, like me and Pat was just talking about, like Lorenzo Carter at best is a rotational guy at best, man.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
He's not a superstar. He's not coming in. He can't. He's not that. He's not a starter that's going to lead the way on the defense. He's a rotational player at best, man. He can give you some energy in a good rotation. You know, he's a good athlete, but he's not that guy, man. He's good. He's always good for a couple of nice games. Because even this game, he started off pretty good on fire. But he got pretty quiet as well in this game. He wasn't making too much noise in the second half of this game at all.
Yeah.
So Lorenzo Carter is just what he is, man, and just rotational guy at best.
Yes.
He practices really, really well. Really, really well. He's
but
a great practice player.
We're still going to be stocked up with draft picks. But, you know, if we trade that one of those top 2 picks, then we're definitely not going quarterback, because I don't think that we would pick a quarterback and not an offensive lineman early. I mean, just look at what, you know, that first round draft pick. Look what Thomas did first round. He come out week 1 starting. Did he do great? No, but at least he was capable. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
It wasn't like throwing a 5th rounder out.
With 2 first-round picks, it's unacceptable for one of those not to be an offensive lineman with the stay at this offensive line.
Right.
That would be unacceptable to me.
I agree. Russell Wilson going deep into double coverage and complete, broken up. I agree. There's no reason why we shouldn't walk out. And people argue with me, but you know what, Mac? I mean, even interior. You don't, and people are like, you don't draft them high. Bullshit, man. I want my guy that's going to move and run block inside, protect the pocket so that the quarterback has a place to step up. You know, your interior guys are the ones that make the holes for the running back. It's not always a sweep to the outside or a jet sweep or a screen.
Yeah. Right,
well, that's coming out right now.
Exactly.
The second half of the year he did, but we also learned that the first week of his rookie year he had an ankle issue. So he was struggling on that ankle. It's going to be all around the league, right? It would be criminal. I think we would have to press charges against somebody. Oh, too high for Metcalf. 4th down and 4. We're just going to have to see. You know, free agency is going to tell us a lot which way this draft is going.
Yep.
I mean, does Judge go out with free agency and get a bona fide center?
Need to do that. Need to address that. I feel like you need to address both the guard positions.
Right. And right tackle.
And right tackle. I mean, yeah, the fact that we literally need to address 4 out of the 5 offensive line positions, that's terrible. That's terrible going to the offseason like that, where that's absolutely a must, where we got to address 4 out of the 5 offensive line positions.
I would love to see Isaiah Wilson for a series or 2 just to know what he is. Not going to lie.
These last 2 games, I want to evaluate everybody.
Right.
Know who's worth going forward with and who's not. Basically, and figure that out in these next 2 games. Who absolutely worth you going forward with and moving forward with until next season. Because at this point,
go ahead, Mac.
I said at this point, I don't want to waste any more time looking at guys that we pretty much know ain't gonna be around next year, like the Nate
And-
Soldiers of the world and people like that. I mean, we know those guys ain't gonna be around next year, so there's no. I'm tired. I want to evaluate what we like the talent, the young guys, or see what we got, man, and know who's the players and who's not, man.
Hey, you know
Oh,
what?
okay. Yeah.
You're
I
back,
was gonna
Tosh.
type. I'm in bad stage.
Sorry, man. Look, I
That's
mean,
all right.
February, March, we're gonna be screaming to watch a Giants football game. Thank God we got the USFL coming. We can talk a little football, and some of these guys are going to be involved with Pat, and we're going to be able to talk to these guys, not only watch them on TV, but after the game, and hopefully get some really good breakdowns of film that's going to help us understand more about the NFL, the play calling, the coaching, the development. These guys, what's the difference between college and pros that you see? Now the XFL might not be the NFL, but you know what? It's still a higher level of football.
Absolutely.
So when you can get people in there that can help all of us as fans, there's a lot of smart fans out there, but there's always something else to learn. And me, I'm excited to learn about some of this. Why would you run an out route instead of an up and in? That what's the different concepts? Is it because you have freedom? Is it because that's how it's the coach wants it run? I mean, what decisions are actually made by the coach, if they can tell us that type of stuff. I doubt it, but it would be great. I'm not gonna lie. And he was the Air Coryell, but it's also an outdated system.
Yeah, it's an outdated system that's just boring as hell to watch like this day and age of football. Like it's an outdated offensive system. Like for real.
Oh,
Like I said-
sorry.
Like I said, until this offensive line is fixed, it's going to be hard to evaluate this offense seriously.
And not only that, I can't tell you what the philosophy is of Joe Judge because I really haven't seen it with his players.
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
haven't seen.
I don't know
we
what his
haven't seen it with his
philosophy is.
players, though.
All right, but
Right.
but I kind of am on board with what he's saying though, because it's not even just Joe Judge. It's just in general the last X amount of years in general. Not even just Joe Judge with Pat Shermer. It's just the way we go about things with this football team. It's just everything does seem to be more outdated. More like I said, we haven't.
Well,
I feel like we haven't evolved to the 21st
well, that's
century.
what I think. That's what Joe
And
Judge is
that's-
trying to bring in, Mac, because of that article I read to you.
He's gonna have full control. Joe Judge
He's-
gonna have full control. This offense.
He's
Well,
cleaning up
yeah,
some of the
I'm
messes and
interested.
some of this bullshit that we're seeing and complaining about with the philosophy and everything.
I'm interested to see that because that's what
Yeah.
I
Right.
You
actually
don't
feel
know
what
what
my
his
man talking about. I
philosophy
do.
is.
That's
I
why I
feel like
say I
when-
don't know, because we're never going to know exactly what Joe Judge had to do inside that front office, inside that building, to get the Giants to let him make his decisions, let him get his draft picks, let him clean this up and do it the right way. That's one of the reasons why he took the job. He says it's going to be a long process. You got to let me do it my way. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You got a lot of turnover, a lot of rollover, and a lot of bad decisions that you have to clean up and get rid of. Look at what Jerry Reese left Gettleman. Okay, now Gettleman's not the greatest GM in the world, but those 5-year contracts that really limited Gettleman. Okay, Gettleman's last year, he didn't go out there and try to buy a defense and give guy 5-year contracts. He just stuck with it. He gave him 3-year contracts that we can get out of in the 3rd year. And if Gettleman hadn't have done that, if he hadn't have gotten Nate Solder to rework his contract, we'd definitely be in cap hell right now. But because Solder got it reworked, because everybody's contract is a 3-year. Bradbury, Martinez, the punter, we can get out of those contracts. We're not stuck with them. And that at least lets Judge and company, the new GM, whatever, come in here and at least have a little bit of wiggling room. Now, they might not have a ton of wiggle room, but at least they can do something a little bit different to bring in a different philosophy, a different change. And right now, I like the way that the culture is with the Giants because they're not giving up. We saw what happens when players
Not
give
giving
up on
but
Shermer.
Culture wise, we got that on live. Like we didn't see that with Pat Shermer and McAdoo. That's why that those guys aren't
Well,
our coaches,
man, look what he's got to work with, Alex. You just saw Jake Fromm that everybody was screaming for, that was supposed to be the savior, that moved the ball in one series in a late game scenario. And now everybody's pissed off, you know. What the hell does Judge have that he can actually go out there and go for it on 4th and 1?
or you can.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But
Chris
this mess,
Mara
you
put
really
a
think you
stop to
want to
having
go
us,
4
us
for
getting
1
Okong. I've been
and
bitching
shit?
about that.
Because he got called an asshole. Huh?
Right,
With that, man. Yeah,
right.
Chris. Yeah, for that, bro. For Chris, yeah.
I know
Yeah,
I
Chris
called a
got
few
soft as
bosses
hell
an
for that.
asshole. I didn't get
He's
fired or not hired.
he's soft as hell for that though. Like that, yo,
Yeah,
that was some bullshit right there.
right. Look, that
That
pisses
was
me
some
off too. But
bullshit
what
right
was that?
there.
That's not on Gettleman. That's not on Judge. You know, these are
That's
guys that they
Chris
want
Mara.
in.
That's
He
not
was
even
going to
John
sign
Mayer.
with us.
That's just Chris Mara.
Right. What the hell can a guy do about that? How is he supposed to change the
How the hell
culture
you
if he
gonna
can't bring
like?
in the guys he wants to?
Right.
But that's what we
How
mean.
the
Like
hell you gonna
that's what
let
I think he's trying to
LeBron
point
do a
in.
deal
He's not necessarily directly blaming Joe Judge for the culture issues. He's
for
blaming
his
Right,
the New
right,
York
right.
Giants organization
ass?
for the culture
And I
issues in
think
general.
that's what
Soft
Judge is
ass
changing
shit.
around, is getting Mara to keep the hell away from the team and let me do my goddamn job. I think he's
Get
actually
these
opened up
mirrors
Mara's
the
eyes to
fuck
everything
out
that
of
he's
here,
done.
man.
How he's hindered this team, how his boy has hindered this team.
Yeah.
You know, I say,
Yeah, I
and
really
look, I know
think.
people don't agree with it, but when I say you give somebody enough rope to hang themselves, you can actually say, hey, see, you're not as smart
Look,
as you think you are, okay? You know,
jackass.
look what your results got. Let me do it my goddamn way now.
Yeah, them mirrors
Sometimes
are
you got to
soft,
do
man.
that. It sucks.
Those mirrors,
I've had to do it in jobs.
those mirrors are soft. Man. Those mirrors, man.
I do
Those
think that Judge wants to change everything
those
around,
guys, man.
especially in the front office. I don't think he wants to deal with this bullshit anymore. He knows what it takes to be a winning organization. He's worked under two of the best coaches in the in the NFL and college. Not
Yeah,
average, the best. And you guys can say whatever you want about Bill Belichick's coaching tree. I think all them coaches tried to come in and be Bill Belichick, and they can't do it. I think Judge understands that.
they can't do it.
Because look at Mike
Yeah,
Vrabel. Vrabel was a player. All right, he's
he
coaching the
tries to
way he
be his
wants to
own.
coach. He's doing what he wants to
He's
do.
trying to
He's
be
running
his
that
own.
team the
Let
way
him
he
finish,
wants to run it.
Taj, let him finish.
Yeah.
He's letting him do it the way he wants to do it. Vrabel has actually understood what it means to be part of the Belichick coaching tree. That coaching tree is you do things your way, the way you see it at that moment. Because not every moment is the same. You cannot be a cookie cutter NFL coach. And I think Patricia and I think a lot of these other guys tried to be a cookie cutter coach. And that's not how you do things. You don't try to make a decision by, what would Bill do? No, you have to make a decision on, what am I going to do? Because this is my ass in a sling, not Bill's. You know, you learned what it takes to run a winning organization. Use those tools, build your own program, build your own offense, build your own defense, build your own setting, your own culture in that locker room. And that's what Judge had to do. Is the first thing he had to do was change all those guys' culture around. Have them believe. Let them know that they are wanted in this franchise. Let them know if you play ball, I'm going to hook you up to make a play. I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to make you rich. What do those guys play football for? They want to be famous. They want to be rich. They want to get paid. You listen to the coach. That's the guy who's going to get you rich, famous, and paid right there. Look at all the guys that come from New England because New England cuts them. They all get paid, don't they? But we always say, don't get nobody from New England because they suck on every other team. But damn it, teams go out there and they sign those goddamn guys from New England. $20, $30 million, $40 million contracts. So,
Definitely.
I absolutely
Got
agree
Nick
that we're
Soda
all
paid.
fuming. Go ahead, Pat. I got to shut up.
No, I'm saying No, keep going. I mean, just saying that he got Nate Solder paid. That's one guy that got
Right,
paid.
he did get Nate Solder.
Paid.
Yeah, he did.
He sucked.
There's very few people that Bill Belichick has ever paid. Maybe a couple of defensive linemen. I mean, Tom Brady never even got paid. He made money, but he never got paid. Greatest quarterback ever. Could have went wherever he wanted to. Bill Belichick knew how to pull triggers and switches and levers, keep his ass there, win championships. How much money do you think Tom Brady has made in commercials, especially in the New England area? I'll bet you he's made way more than any of his NFL contracts put together. I'll bet you his advertisements alone have made more money for him than any NFL contract he's ever had.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably made more off his endorsements.
Exactly. And that's what happens if you listen to your coach. And these guys know that. Why do kids want to go to Alabama, Georgia, Clemson?
Shit, Nick Saban.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, but that's the same with the Patriots, though. What you're saying, because the Patriots are, I mean, let's face it, they're just a well-coached organization. I mean, let's face it. Bill Belichick, he hires good staff. That football team as well. They very rarely have the biggest collection of talent on their team, but they're just really well coached. I mean, look at you can take a receiver like Wes. I don't remember. Did anybody remember Wes Walker played for the Miami Dolphins before he played for the Patriots, and he was like nothing on the Dolphins?
Yes,
Absolutely
I remember
nothing.
that.
If you're a real football fan, yeah. But if you're just a normal fan, no.
Here's the difference, though.
And he went to the Patriots and became an all-pro wide receiver.
Belichick has his players from the draft, though. He's always has his players that he wants. It's not some other leftover coaches. He goes into the draft. He trades his first-round pick 3 or 4 times one year. Doesn't even pick in the first round. Just acquired draft picks for the following year. But he has his players. He has his guys that he sees that he can fit into whatever position, multiple roles. Remember when we had the Patriots in the Super Bowl had that wide receiver out there playing safety or corner, whatever the hell it was? Yeah. We're all like, what the hell's going on? That was the best goddamn move he could have made. Right. We're all scratching his head. Why the hell did he pick 2 tight ends in the draft? Hernandez and Gronkowski. Yep, what the hell? You can't do that. They ripped his ass.
Very, very good, though.
Exactly.
Wound up being the moving force of that team because those tight ends
opened
just up everything underneath.
He's making the decisions, and that's what we have to let Joe Judge do. Make his decisions, build his team so that it's the future of what he is seeing right now. He does have a plan.
Right. I bet you Robert Kraft hasn't made one personnel decision besides Tom Brady when he wanted to get rid of Tom Brady. That was it.
Right.
Other than that, Robert Kraft been chilling.
Right.
Chilling and doing what he do.
Collecting the money, baby. All the endorsements, the jerseys, the fans, the sold out stadiums. Hell yes.
I also think that comes from a different standpoint too, because like Robert Kraft is the type of owner that you can kind of see why he would be more reluctant, easier for him to just stand down to a coach like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's a proven coach, and Robert Kraft didn't have that necessarily the history of like the Maras and the Tisches, you know what I mean? How they've owned the Giants,
right?
For the Giants' whole entire existence, you know what I mean? So owners like that have more of a mentality where they're gonna involve themselves because they just feel like that's the way to do it. That's the way it has to be done because that's the only way they've ever done it. It's like like Al Davis back in the day. Same thing with the Raiders. He was running the Raiders into the ground.
Robert Kraft made one decision, and that was hiring Bill Belichick. After that dude has a set of peep until you wanted to get rid of Tom Brady. And he believed Tom Brady can bring him one more Super Bowl, and he did.
He did.
Other than that, Robert Kraft ain't did shit but chill on the beach and let his coach do what he's supposed to do.
That's exactly my point. He let his employees do their job.
Big run by Seattle right there. Down to the 25. Oh, I got to change the score. The Bears scored. I didn't realize that.
Because I feel like that's part of the problem is Marin and them just feel like that's the only way to do it because that's the only way. that they've ever been doing it, is being involved themselves. I think they need to take a step back, just like y'all saying.
I'm gonna be real with
Judge.
you, Matt. I'm gonna be real with you, Matt. They did it just like how Robert Kraft did it when they let Tom Coughlin and Ernie Accorsi come in, and when they were forced, like Joe said, when they were forced to let Ernie Accorsi and them come in there. I forgot what's the guy before Ernie Accorsi?
George Young.
Yeah,
George
when the league forced George Young on the Giants, the Mariners didn't do shit.
Right.
They sat there and wrote the checks, and George Young and them turned this franchise around. Now they had that bad year. Dave Brown and Cannell and them came in there, but after that, Ernie Accorsi came. Ernie Accorsi did.
Yep.
But even
everything that he was supposed to do, let him do it. You didn't hear shit about Chris Mara. Touchdown Seahawks, Gerald Everett.
Nice.
But you didn't hear shit about the Mariners for Ernie Accorsi, and then was there. You didn't hear shit about the Mariners. Only thing you heard about it was Tish doing his movies. That was it. Then when Jerry Reese came, they let Jerry Reese run the show, even though he did it with Accorsi's team. But after that, when Jerry Reese had that bad year after that, I think that's when the Mariners got involved and it went downhill ever since. I think they forced that dude to get those players, that defense that they bought in 2016.
Yes.
I think they forced him to do that.
I can agree with that.
I think OBJ was forced on them. I think a lot of things was forced on this organization. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Evan Ingram might have been forced on them.
Might have been.
Saquon Barkley was forced.
We know that one.
No, that was forced because he saw money bags. Yeah. He saw money bags with Saquon Barkley. And when Odell Beckham turned into what he turned into, that was nothing but money. That was it. That was money grabs. Because we weren't a good team, but we were always on late night TV because of Odell Beckham, and he was satisfied with that.
Yeah, we was on
prime really
television, like 5 games a year.
And I think Tom Coughlin wasn't satisfied with that. And when Tom Coughlin, he's the type of dude that'll get on your ass. Be like, man, let me run this damn team like I run it. And Mara, his ego came into play, and he got rid of Tom Coughlin. Why do you think Tom Coughlin walked right past him after his press conference? After he
never shook his hand.
Never shook his hand either.
Right.
Shook his head.
He knew he was getting the shit end of the stick. We knew he was getting the shit end of the stick. They did kick the extra point, right?
Yeah, it's 24-14.
Okay.
But I'm going to be real with you. I think a lot of these picks were forced on these people, and these mayors have taken control over everything. When reports come out that we didn't sign Russell Okung because he called Mara, his agent called Chris Mara an asshole, or whatever he called him.
However it went, right.
That's bullshit. Because Russell Okung would look a lot better than what we got right now.
So
it might have been Joe Judge's plan not to play Soder at all. He might have got forced to play Soder because that's all he really had. He probably already seen Pert wasn't that guy.
Right.
Yeah.
He might have already seen Hernandez wasn't that guy. But those other guys retired.
That's why I'm interested to see what happens with the scouting room. Because Pert was actually picked by the scouts. It wasn't picked by Joe Judge. He was actually picked by the scouts.
Judge, yeah.
Oh, that's even more ammo for Judge then.
Exactly.
That's why you don't see Pert on the field. Because that's not his guy.
Right.
Not his guy.
Right.
You don't fuck with Pert. Why do you think they sold us? He knows what Pert is. He knows what Pert is.
Yep.
I mean,
Get the hell out of here, then.
It's not very good.
Oh shit, Pat, you're breaking up.
Who's to say Hernandez would be playing right now?
Pat.
You're all right now. I
you
got
hear
you
me now?
back. I got you back.
Who's to say that Hernandez would be starting?
Chiefs are
right
30-0
now. They
versus
might have
the
retired because of Mara.
Right.
Because he was forced to play the second round pick in Hernandez, and you want to bring no veteran guys to come in and play over them.
Hit squad. Now does that make sense now? Do you guys see what Mara?
It makes
Guys,
sense now.
you all said that I was nuts when I said John Mara's got his fingers, it's up to the elbow now in this organization.
Believe me,
You
I already
guys
knew.
were like, no, I don't believe it. Winning organization. You guys don't realize the history of the Maras, man. That's why I said Steve Tisch needs to come in and start kicking ass. Maybe even take over as owner, because Steve Tisch will definitely do something and change some shit around. And Steve Tisch is not the kind of guy to interact. He's going to say, I'm hiring you to do your damn job. If you can't do it, I'll get somebody else in here. You got 3 years, 4 years. You do a good job, I'll resign you. I'll definitely pay you. Turn my team around, I'll pay you. He's that guy, not this bullshit with Mara that I have to be responsible. I'm going to be the guy that gives us championships. The only thing you get us, Mara, is a goddamn toilet bowl. So go goddamn hide somewhere. Go find a tropical island and retire.
I mean, this is the worst stretch of Giant football my whole
Who's
entire
to
life
say
being a
that
fan.
this-
I wasn't around for the 70s.
Who's
but
to say that
this is bad.
Who's to say that those Maras did not force this offensive line on Joe Judge? Who's to say they didn't do it?
Right.
Because I truly believe when we signed Frederick and Fulton, I believe Frederick was going to start at center, and I believe
Zach
Fulton was
Bowling.
going to start at right guard.
Joe Looney.
But I truly believe that those Maras made them play Hernandez because he was a second round pick.
Yep. You can't.
If the scouts pick Pert, go ahead, Joe.
I was just gonna say, you can't. I picked Hernandez second, so you got to play him. He's my guy, and I'm not gonna be wrong. No bullshit.
I'm still stuck on the fact that he had such a promising rookie season and has just absolutely gotten worse and worse every single year.
He
had a promising rookie season.
Hernandez,
he had a very promising rookie season.
That was Shermer's scheme.
Yeah,
no,
right
Hernandez.
Hernandez was there. He came in the same year as Buckley. He was second round pick the same year as Buckley.
Yeah, second round pick.
Yep.
And he got picked before Nick Chubb got picked in the second round.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I certainly wasn't going to go running back.
I get the frustrations, guys. And if Judge is the guy that can come in here and clean house and tell Mara and his son, keep out of my goddamn business, it's going to take a while for all this horseshit to clean up, unfortunately. But at least news is coming out now about how bad this organization has been led by the nose, so to say, because, everybody's got their pecking order and nobody would dare peck out of line. So, man, you're looking at one, Ash. I watched the 70s. I didn't see the 60s, but I watched the 70s, man. Did I know exactly what I was watching? No, but 79 I did. Yeah, I started really following the Giants. Like I said, when I watched my father, I had to watch the Miracle of the Meadowlands live, okay? That's what sold me to be a Giants fan. I was like, you dirty bastards. I got to root for the Giants now because I want to beat your ass. That's why I became a Giants fan.
I've heard some nightmares about the 70s. I don't know how bad it actually was.
Dude.
I wasn't around for all of that.
I'll give you.
This is definitely the worst stretch I've seen in my lifetime.
Who's to say that Joe Judge didn't have a plan for this offensive line and he was forced to go with those guys? And then those guys said they knew they were better than those other guys. And they say, you know what? Before I come to this team and be sit on this bench, knowing that I'm better than somebody, I'll retire. And I think both of them did that.
That's a possibility. I mean, it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense.
Hi, Logan. Well, real quick. All right. Dave Gettleman's win percentage right now, okay? I'm going to go through former GMs. Dave Gettleman, 2018 to 2020, his win percentage is .312. Jerry Reese, from 2007 to 2017, was 5.517. Ernie Accorsi, from 1998 to 2006 was .507. George Young from 1979 to 1997 was .527. From 1974 to 1978, there was a guy named Andy Robustelli. His winning percentage was .292. And before him, from 1947 to 1973, those great Giants years, was Ray Walsh, and he was .533. Andy Robustelli was a former player in the NFL. Wellington Mara hired his ass to become the GM. And he was part of the guys back in the early 1970s. Okay. Now, $2 million is a lot of money back then, right? The average salary for the NFL was like $40,000 a player at the most.
Oh, dang.
We paid Larry Zonka $2 million to come out of a different league after he left the Miami Dolphins in 1974 to come play for the New York Giants because he was a great running back. And he did dog shit here. They didn't use him right. The coach didn't want him. They didn't even want to play him. He got out on the field minimally. That's the type of team that this team was back then. I remember that horse shit. And Larry Zonka is the running back that Joe Pisarcik handed the ball off to and fumbled because half the offensive line said just kneel it, and the other half of the offensive line said run it. So that's when the Eagles busted through, caused a fumble, and Herm Edwards took the football into the end zone and knocked the New York Giants out of the playoffs.
Yep.
That final play. That's the kind of football that we watched. It was the end of the game. The Giants are leading. We're going to the playoffs. All you have to do is, that's why the victory formation is because of that play was formed. That's why NFL teams now have that guy so far back, is because of the miracle in the Meadowlands. A lot of you Giants fans don't realize that. Yeah, we're a lot of firsts. We sucked so bad in the 70s. You didn't even want to wear anything with Giants on it. I can remember my father would not even accept anything with Giants on it. He wouldn't wear this shit because they were so bad. And then finally, George Young got forced on us. And then it was like, okay, here comes Lawrence Taylor and some of those great drafts. And then, Carl Banks and Mark Bavaro and Joe Morris. I got to actually see Joe Morris play at Syracuse University. So watching him play on TV was something special for me. And then Parcells just led the charge of this team, turned everything around. It takes a long time to get rid of the crap that from the former GM, the former coach. If the former owner isn't involved as much as what we're seeing right now, that's easy 4 years because he has just made a mess out of everything. From the scouting department, he's got his boy running the scouting department. The health and safety guys, the fitness guys, the trainers. Okay, they're not doing their damn job because we're always hurt for the last 4 years. This goes deep, man, and it's going to take a lot of shit for one guy to get rid of and clear this up. And if Joe Judge is that guy, you guys better pray and hope, because if not, if Joe Judge can't do it, it's going to be a little bit longer, probably another 5 years before we get a guy in here that's going to, because there is not the old GM like George Young. There's not an Ernie Accorsi. The last great GM that could draft and decide what a team should do was for the Ravens. What's his name?
Ozzie Newsome.
Ozzie Newsome is the last great GM that can actually turn a franchise around. There is nobody else like Ozzie Newsome. There's nobody else like George Young, and there's nobody else like Ernie Accorsi out there right now. Just like when me and Pat were talking about old school coaches. You look right now, there's maybe two. One is from the former Lions coach. You got Zimmer up there in the Vikings, and you guys can all say they're trash. But you know what? Those guys won. What's his name for the Lions? He was winning games in Detroit. They fired him.
Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell was winning games. They fired him. Zimmer took the Vikings to the playoffs, 2 years in a row? Without Kirk Cousins. He was forced. Kirk Cousins, I bet, was forced on him. I'll bet you Kirk Cousins was forced on him because they saw what he did in Washington, and he's a fire plug. And you know what? He did put up numbers in the football team. But then again, different offense, different system. So when you guys see a rebuild, when you guys see this bullshit going on, it's a hell of a lot deeper than any of us ever realizes. And I'm just using history from past games, past teams, and especially the Giants organization, the way it was run, the way it got changed around, and how long it took, and then how it's all reverted back because the Maras have never been able to keep their fingers out of it.
Yep. When they got that grubby little hand smacked with a wooden spoon by George Allen, and then the team turned
Shit,
around.
Lou, I'm sorry. I got on a tirade, my guy. I apologize.
You do it to me every time.
I'm sorry.
And then when they
He be leaving
finally
me
was able,
backstage from. My bad. Go ahead, Pat.
when they was finally able to get their hands back on the franchises, when they fired Tom Coughlin and Jerry Reese didn't have that backbone like an earlier Corsi, and they finally got their hands back on this organization. And that's what this organization is when the Mariners take control. You see the product on the field. This is what happens.
These Mariners don't know nothing about football at all, bro.
I think they don't know enough about today's game. I feel like Alec,
They
like my
don't.
man Big Blue in
They
the Bronx
don't
was saying
know.
earlier.
They didn't know.
Right.
They didn't know enough about.
Yeah,
They didn't
they
know
stuck
enough
in the
about the
past.
game back then.
Back
They
then,
didn't know shit
Right.
in the past. They didn't know shit in the past. So how can they know shit now when they didn't know shit then?
Ain't no shit about football.
This franchise didn't turn around because the Mariners made great decisions. They were forced to.
Right. And not only that, Ash, what you're saying there is you're absolutely right. But we enjoy watching Leo Williams play. We enjoyed watching Blake Martinez play. We enjoy watching Xavier McKinney, and our defense is giving their heart. You tell me that defense didn't give their heart today? It's the same as the 70s, man. The offense is hot shit. And that defense, we've got studs on it, and they're giving their heart to go out there on that field every week. Win, lose, or draw. That defense is balling. It's just like the 70s, my guy. Dead
The
serious.
offense is hot shit. Yep.
I mean, you figure, look, going to halftime is 3-3. Come out of halftime, you get the ball all offense. First damn drive on offense, throw interception right in the middle
Right.
of the damn field.
Right.
It's like, so it's like the defense at some point, defense can only stop you so many times before
Yeah,
they're
see,
gonna.
I left at
tired.
halftime. I had to go to Walmart to get some stuff for the baby and shit at Walmart at halftime. And I come back, I'm rushing through Walmart. I'm trying to get back so I can watch the damn game. I come back and Mike Glennon's in there throwing a pick. As soon as I walk through the door, I'm like, what the fuck? I was
Right.
so mad.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? What is Glennon doing in there?
It's horrible, bro.
I called on
Probably
Pat
with the
Street and
garbage.
spazzed out. My damn Wi-Fi kicked me off. Like, look, calm down.
We didn't have any good options at quarterback today, bro. So it didn't really matter which one of them was in there.
Straight trash.
I'm getting big.
Nah, that pass was. What was it? I said, man, that pass was shit.
That was one of Mike Glennon's passes.
Oh, God. Who
was
is
one of
that?
Mike Glennon's passes.
Who was that old Vikings quarterback that was real old, blonde hair guy back
said
in
the
the
who quarterback?
70s?
Which quarterback?
The old quarterback for the Vikings. He was the first
Fran
real
Tarkenton?
scrambling.
And Tarkenton?
Fran Tarkenton. The Giants actually gave away a first-round draft pick for Fran Tarkenton.
He retired
Yep.
in New York Giant. He's on
Yep.
my Hall of Fame banner.
He sucked.
Yes, he did.
Who, Fran Tarkenton?
Yes. We gave up a
Yes, he
first-round draft pick for him.
I mean, he had his better years in Minnesota, I agree, but I wouldn't necessarily say he sucked.
Well, he was not worth a
He sucked
first-round
for
draft
us.
pick. That's for damn sure.
I mean, when
We
we got
gave up
him,
a
he,
lot
had,
of capital to get him.
he was on them teams in the
He
70s
sucked
that
that
were
bad.
just bad teams. In
So
general.
Joel is
Right.
basically saying, don't do that shit again and go get Russell Wilson.
Thank you.
Repeats itself.
Fran Tarkenton was the bomb, man. I'll tell you what, the way you
Oh,
guys talk
yeah.
about Deshaun Watson and all these guys, that was
Deshaun
Fran
Watson,
Tarkenton
Russell
back in the
Wilson.
day.
Yeah.
He came to the Giants. We
Oh.
gave up all that capital. We didn't win shit.
Yo.
They look straight
Dead
stupid.
serious.
But they say history repeats itself, so who
Yeah.
knows?
Oh
Well,
God,
see,
Pat,
his-
shut up! I don't want to
history
know.
repeats itself for those who don't know history. If you know your history, then it prevents you
Yeah.
from making the same mistakes. That's why the phrase "know thyself" is so serious.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yo,
supposed to
King
trade
Tone,
for
what's
Russell
good?
Wilson or Deshaun Watson.
Man, I'm telling you.
But Joe, don't you? It's eerily similar, bro.
Look at
Isn't
It's
it?
not.
Isn't
It's
it?
eerily everything that happened in the '70s is happening right freaking now.
right now.
Man, I'm afraid I'm gonna die and
now.
not see a winning season again. Oh my God, I was brought into this shit, and I'm gonna go out here real soon before I get to see another
But
winning season.
Joel, it only
Don't say
lasted
that real soon shit.
about
Don't you say
11,
that.
12 years.
This shit
Oh.
right here is gonna keep
It
you
only
young.
lasted about
Bantering
11
with
to
us all
12
day.
years.
Bantering with us all day and arguing with Logan's ass. This shit's gonna keep you young. You ain't going nowhere no time
Oh
soon.
my God, Logan, I'm not gonna have any hair left on my head from that poor kid.
24-17.
Is my mic? I had to
But
redo.
look, Joe, look, it only lasted about 10, 11 years. We're in about the 10th year.
Oh,
So
Joel, I had to
the
turn
last
up my
thing
mic.
that has to
How's it
happen
sound?
if it's going to be the
Sounds
exact
good.
same as we trade 3 first-round picks or something like that for a quarterback. That'd be the last piece.
right. Hey, trust me, guys. We suck balls in too with one of the greatest scrambling quarterbacks of the time.
Y'all know what time it is. Baby time.
Brant Tarkenton took the Vikings to Super Bowls, man. You know where he took us?
Yeah,
To the
like
goddamn
4 of
toilet
them.
bowl. Yeah. Took us to the
He took the
toilet
Vikings
bowl.
to like 4 Super Bowls. And he
Yes,
was
he
the
4 in
shit
a
back
row.
then when we traded him.
No,
Yeah.
not 4 in a row. Not 4 in a row.
The
They went to
Bills
No,
4
he
and
took it
lost
to-
all 4.
But you got to think, he had the purple people eaters too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
defense was
defense.
phenomenal, man.
Defense.
Mm-hmm.
That defense was great.
phenomenal.
And that's where we're headed. We're headed, if we draft an edge rusher that's a premier edge rusher, we'll have a phenomenal defense and a crappy offense.
Yeah, check this out, Lou. Hit squad. He saw a guy wearing a Jake Fromm jersey today.
Oh, I bet he feels
Oh
real
my
smart now, doesn't
God. Are you
Oh
serious?
yeah.
he? I
Yeah.
bet you that guy feels like a genius right now, doesn't he?
Oh man, yep. There was a waste of 150 bucks.
I look up New York Giants, and the first image I
still-
see is a picture of Micah Parsons.
I'm still trying to figure out where the hell you got a Jake Fromm jersey from.
You can get them custom made.
I
Oh,
mean,
he
yeah,
got
but
one of
that-
them.
made.
He
only
got
been
one
there
of
for
them
2 weeks?
bootleg joints. He got one of them
Yeah.
bootleg joints made on Canal Street.
Right.
I mean, he only been there
Right.
for 3 weeks.
Shit, go
Take
get
a
some
little-
duct tape.
Get them things made, don't they?
I mean, be honest with you, Joe. I think this guy brings
Not yet.
in some veteran offensive linemen this offseason.
That's what I'm thinking too.
That money that he saves, because he's going to cut Bradbury. I think
Thank
he's going to
God.
cut Bradbury. And if Jalen Smith and them show enough, I think he might cut Martinez too. I'm not going
Bradbury's
to lie
bomb.
to you. If Tate Crowder and them show enough, he might be on the fence with Martinez. But if it saves him enough money to go get a premier tackle or a center, or maybe
Right.
to bring a couple of guards in the center here, I think he pulls that trigger, man.
So he
Yeah, because
cut
$9
Bradbury
million
in.
goes along. All right, I told you after halftime I'd bring you on, Slay.
Yeah.
Well, Blake Martinez will be turning 28 in the middle of next season. So he's still young.
Mhm.
And that kid has a
He
motor
is.
on him that won't quit.
And
He's
he
a
can tackle.
machine. He's a tackle machine. That's what I love about him most. He
Yeah.
doesn't try to
100
hit you and not rap. He tackles. He finishes the tackle. And with a guy like that, if your message is to finish, you want a guy like that on your defense. But I know he's taking a lot of cap space too.
Yeah.
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 Solder's gone. Bradbury's gone.
Soldier better be gone. Shit. Soldier
Give
shouldn't
him
even
the
be on this
guy.
team now.
Solder should already be gone. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Shoulder should have been gone before we signed him.
Goodness
That
gracious.
shit was a robbery.
I better
Highway
not see that man on this field
Well-
next year with a giant uniform on.
No.
What's going on, Joe?
Not much. Just
Slay,
reliving
man.
history, man.
Yeah.
I just have to. I'm always reliving
Slay.
goddamn history.
You
Fucking
see me
deja
walking
vu.
by,
I hate
wait
this
till I
shit.
walk by.
I've seen this shit before somewhere. God damn it! I know I have.
Seen
Go
what?
ahead. Just don't be. If you see me walking
This
by,
goddamn deja vu bullshit with the Giants. I said, I know I've seen this shit somewhere before. I know I have. I got to relive this shit twice? God damn, what the hell did I do in a past life? Put me through all this suffering and anguish and horse shit.
You got like 4 Super
I
Bowls.
must have been a goddamn serial killer or something. Yeah, I'm paying for it now. You got to watch the 70s Giants and you got to watch the fucking 2020, 19, 10, 20 Giants.
hey
God
Joe,
damn.
Joe, you know what to do, right?
I know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, my wife's kind of mad at me, so that leaves that object out.
Well, no. Bye, Slay.
Oh, bye-bye,
bye,
Slay.
Slay.
Oh,
I Slay.
Bye, Slay.
I had to get you. The hell with that shit. Y'all beat us today. The hell with you.
You know I'm not gonna gloat though. I'm not gonna gloat. We beat you guys.
you better not gloat. You almost got whooped by a really shitty team with a quarterback named Jake Fromm.
From State Farm.
Right.
That's all I wanted.
Man, we not
If-
gonna call him that. Hey, we
if-
not gonna call him that no more.
If we could have left out of this season sweeping the Eagles, I'd have been content with just that.
I would have too,
Not
Lou.
going to lie.
I'd have been good with that. Because it just doesn't happen often enough.
Rashad Penny with another good run for Seahawks.
Hey,
But
man,
that's
listen.
all right. You know what? We still split with their ass, and we a 4-11 team, so they can't
Listen.
gloat too much.
Yeah.
You know, Hit Squad, I think even the Lions fans have more to look forward to next year than the Jags do. After
Oh,
the
100%.
debacle that went on down there, I mean, I'm sorry, but man, I'm watching a Lions team that's just showing heart week after week after week. The Jags,
Hey,
I mean, they got nothing.
Who's the coach of the Lions right now?
Dan
Dan
Campbell.
Campbell,
Dan
Dan
Campbell, our
Campbell.
former tight end of the
Former
New York
tight end.
Giants.
former Giant.
Yes.
Always a blue collar guy. But
It's always a New York Giant or former New York Giant employee that goes somewhere else and builds a franchise. Tom Landry did it with the Cowboys. Lombardi did it with Green Bay.
Both Giants
Parcells-
coaches, by the way.
Yep, Parcells did it,
with the Patriots.
and the Cowboys, and he started too with the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Before they
New
fired him.
England. Parcells did it, Parcells did it with New England, took them to a Super Bowl.
Then he built that Dallas Cowboy team
Mm-hmm.
with Tony Romo and them.
Yep, that was a Parcells pick, Tony Romo.
Yep.
yo, Slay, man,
Well,
I
he
got a
signed
question
up-
for you, bro.
Hey,
What up, man?
My fault, Pat. But I was going to say, what you think about that touchdown Devontae Smith caught that got reviewed and then got further reviewed? What you think about that, bro? I'm curious if you thought about that.
I felt like that was a stupid overturn. If you thought that was a touchdown at first, you might as well just stuck with it. I don't know why they reviewed it again.
But then why they further
we're the
review it?
Giants.
They always,
We're the
they always review every touchdown. The first review is normal. They review every touchdown. That's
Yeah.
normal. But then they further reviewed
I
it
ain't
after
never
they made
seen a double review.
Right?
before.
I'd never seen that ever.
I ain't
A double
never seen a
reverse?
double review before. Ever.
This is what Russell Wilson does right here that I don't like.
yes.
Like he takes
Right there.
sacks that are unnecessary.
He does take some
Like
bad
that's
stuff.
unnecessary right there. Just throw it out of bounds. You're in a bad weather game. You know
Right,
field
that
goals
see
are
now
premium
that's the
right now.
problem about Russell Wilson. Like,
I don't understand that right there.
I don't think we're
Just
going to
throw
beat
it
Chicago next week, guys.
Oh, I don't think
Nah.
we are either.
17 points.
I don't think we're
17
beating
points already.
Chicago.
We can't score 17 points. So what the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
they got 17 points. We can't even score 17.
And see now he misses the field goal.
Oh shit.
We'd
He
be
takes
lucky
a
to
12-yard sack, and he misses the field goal barely. That
Yeah.
12 yards of field position means a whole lot right there.
But Russell Wilson always be taking these sacks like crazy.
What's the number 20 dude for you guys? What's his name? Julian Love?
Julian Love.
Yes.
Dude,
Yo, I like how he plays. He has that dog mentality.
He got mossed by Quez Watkins.
Hey, he still is. He's still a dog though. He
I
probably
don't know
needs
how
to
he didn't
just
make
a
the
good
play
play.
on that, man. It was a good play by the receiver, man.
Because Julian Love is only 5'9".
Hey.
That's why.
Hey, real quick, guys, we got 15 watching. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my panel being here and everybody supporting in the chat and everything. Like, subscribe, comment. You know, we got some great content creators here. Big Pet Sport Talk. Mac the Giants fan, G Nation, LGZ Productions, Super Taj, Nate Todd Sports, and yes, even the Eagles fan in the bottom right, Big Play Slay.
Big play
I
Slay.
appreciate everybody. We have this thing we call the Big Blue Crew, and we're always on everybody's channel. So make sure that you sub to all of us. That way you know what channel we're all going to be on next. We're always talking football. We're going to be doing like March Madness. Pat's going to start calling some Chicago Bulls games. We're going to definitely be doing some college bowl games. So make sure y'all sub up to all of us. That way you know exactly what channel you're on. Back to you guys with
Is
that
that a Phil
infomercial.
Simms jersey, Joel?
Huh?
Is that a Phil Simms jersey?
That's a Lawrence Taylor jersey.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the GOAT right there. The GOAT.
LT.
My Christmas present. My Christmas present, because we got to get on a winning track, and we're going to next year. I like the way Judge is saying that shit's coming out with the reporters and everything. We're going to clean house, goddammit. We're going to be back to a winning organization.
I was gonna say with Ash's comment up
What
there.
the hell
one
is
thing I say
that?
about Ash's comment up there? The one about the Giants fans talking trash on Twitter about Russell Wilson. We don't have a better option. The
Huh?
problem with my only problem
Hey,
with
Jed.
that whole situation though is that the capital you have to give up
Don't
to
eat 'em
acquire
all.
Russell Wilson is that the direction this team to go in to give up all that potential draft capital and whatever else
Who?
to be able to get Russell Wilson right now. I mean, this offensive line is clearly the problem, man. If you give up all of that, then now we're going to be pretty much running the same trash offensive lineman back out there with Russell Wilson running for his life behind it.
Bill Chris Bucco, what's good?
I got a question for you, Mac. I know how some of the guys feel on this, the Giants fans, but do you want to get rid of Saquon Barkley, or do you want not
No.
you, Logan? I'm talking to Mac.
Oh, okay.
I personally don't really want to get rid of him because I just love Saquon Barkley. I think he do still got something in the tank once he's back 100% healthy, but at the same time, I feel like we're ruining his career. So at this point, I almost rather trade him off, see what we can get for him, and
Damn,
maybe
woman,
let
these
him,
are good.
let him have a fair chance, let him have a chance at a decent career. I
About
just
to
feel
get
like
some
it's
dehydrated
ruining his career
apricots.
in New York right now.
Yeah, it's
Totally
when I watched him today, when I watched Saquon today from my side, like my perspective, it's like every single play he tried to run the ball, the offensive line got beat as soon as he got the ball. Every time the defensive line got to him, it's always like four-man rush,
Yeah,
four-man rush, four-man rush. They're all swarming.
Hold on. You got to mute.
They were all swarming him as soon as he got the ball. So I think it's more sort of your offensive line and not him. He doesn't get any time.
Bye, Slay.
Hey.
That's exactly what it is. The O-line, man. Like I said, it all
The
starts
Bears
up front.
tonight.
Bro.
Bears are not converting the 4th and 4. Seahawks ball.
Man, this game hurt today.
They go 3rd and out.
Even though we knew there was a possibility that we couldn't win that game, it just, man.
I knew we couldn't even win that game.
See, the problem is it's not even the winning or the losing. It's the fact that watching the offense not even improve a little
Not
bit.
even
It's
gain
just,
an inch
you're
or
just watching the
Couldn't get a first down.
It's the same broken, like the same bad movie every week with this offense. Not even showing no signs of improvement. It's just the same streamlined, just horrible offense every week. And nothing changes. That's what the big.
Yeah.
That's not even about the wins or losses at this point because the wins or losses don't even matter at this point. That's all irrelevant anyway.
Yo, Nick,
I just want to see this team head in the right direction, start looking like they're heading in the right direction. And this offense,
High
is clearly
school.
not doing that.
High school hit squad. You're giving them too much
Like a
damn
high
credit.
That's
Pee-wee.
elementary.
I've seen Pee-wee
That's
football
elementary.
offenses run better than what the hell we got out there on the field.
This is the Little Giants offense.
That's
bro.
pre-K, nigga.
Yeah.
Little Giants is
You know
supposed to be
what's
the name of
crazy?
your podcast.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah, the movie,
Yeah.
the Little Giants, the movie.
We should have called them the
Asia,
Pee-wees
Puerto
is
Rico.
what we should have done.
You know what's crazy though, guys? I think the
Giants.
Bears only do their shit on offense. I don't think they have anything to do with the defense.
No. Because all the
Because
stars
Joe
are on
Judge has been
offense.
allowed to do whatever he wants to with the defense. But the offense, they really feel that they can build offense. And that's what gets us killed. That's what got us killed back then.
Well,
Yep.
it's crazy. It's crazy because Wellington Mara's last draft pick was Justin Tuck.
And
That was
what
that
year
was
did he be drafted?
No, that was a course.
No, that was a Corsi.
no. If you listen, Justin
Oh,
Tuck will tell you
well,
himself. He said, of course, he picked me because Wellington Mara told him to pick me. I was his last draft pick.
Well, man was still alive then. Yeah, he was still alive back then.
yeah, he
So,
was.
But yeah, of course he was. I don't know.
No, I'm never gonna
You
get
know-
on anybody's live stream and say no dumb shit that can come back and bite me in the ass. Trust me, I'm never
I've done it
gonna
enough.
play
I
my
don't care.
face like that.
Hey, listen, I want to tell you something because Pat, I got an idea here, and you know what?
Or you
I
want to
think
wait
there's a
till
lot.
after the
There's a
stream?
lot to. There's a lot to
You
what
want to wait
Pat
till
said.
after the stream?
Let's
Oh,
look
is
at
it
last
okay.
year. Let's look at last year. What did Mara say at the end of last season? We need to get weapons for Daniel Jones.
Weapons. That's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did.
What's
He
the
damn
only
sure did.
thing that we really got this offseason was weapons.
Weapons.
Let's look at the draft. We got Tony, which was a weapon. You know, let's look at some of the other past drafts. Evan Ingram was a weapon for Eli. Barkley was a weapon for Eli. Help me out here, guys, because I'm losing train of thought. I've been talking. Odell was a
Evan
weapon
Ingram.
for Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? Pat, you might have just hit the goddamn nail right on the head.
Yeah, they really think they can build offense. That's
You
what they
might
think
have-
their niche is.
Because we keep neglecting the O-line. And what was one thing that Dave Gettleman really wanted to do? Build the O-line.
Build the
But he
O-line.
can't build the O-line if he's got Mara and everybody saying you need to take a weapon.
Well,
Which is why
then-
Jerry Reese reached so much for offensive linemen with Flowers and Pugh and Richburg.
And then look at this too. Parcells was a defensive
That's why
coordinator.
Dave Gettleman probably had to reach with offensive lineman with Hernandez.
Parcells was a defensive
Bert.
coordinator. When he became coach, he argued with them and he told them
So
go
was
fuck
Copeland.
themselves. Bill Belichick was a defensive coordinator under Parcells, who, when he became coach, told you, fuck you, I'm drafting my guys. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to get a defensive coordinator as our fucking head coach that has some balls and tell Mara to go fuck himself.
Right.
Because
that's the only
both
way
of our both of our successful
And
coaches.
you know what? Now that we're talking about that, Ash, I really think that the only reason we got Thomas was because Garrett was such buddy with Mara that Mara said, okay, you can get your lineman at 4. Now that does even make even more sense why we cannot draft old lineman in the first or second, first round. Because we got to get Eli his weapons. We got to get the quarterback his weapons because it's weapons it's not offensive line. Mara, you prick piece of shit. Oh my God. I'm sorry, that just set me on a new level of pissed off.
Who knows if Joe Judge really wanted Tony? Who knows?
No.
Slay, don't you open your mouth.
He's not
even here.
Oh, okay. Because he was gonna say he wanted Devontae Freeman.
Devontae
Devontae Smith. You know what the fuck
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Shut up.
Was it really that he wanted Devontae Smith? Or was
You
Mara
better
saying
hope he
get
does,
rid of
Ash.
weapons?
Mara.
You-
I think it's probably Mara.
You better hope he does, because if this guy does it, trying to get some authority and some power, there ain't nobody coming in here and going to override any of the Maras. You do not have that GM anymore. Well, people need to grow a set of balls. Well, that's not going to happen because Mara's not going to hire the guy with a set of balls that's going to argue with him. He's going to get the bootlicker, whatever, ass kisser, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be the Giants GM. And you're going to love it for about 2 years until Mara keeps doing the bullshit he's doing. And then you're going to say, oh, this guy sucks too. Let's go fire another guy in 2 years. That's exactly. You better hope somebody can turn this shit
That's all
around.
you gonna say. Every coach in the league, it ain't just their fault. Every coach in the league just don't suck. It's the organization that sucks.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can keep firing.
Hey.
Fire the coach. After every
Right.
2 years we have bad.
Every
Fire the
2
coach.
years,
Fire the
man.
coach. Fire the coach. Fire the coach. Why? I mean, it's just going to be the same cycle. You're just ruining people's careers. Nobody
I'd
can
really-
come in after 1 or 2 years and fix this shit.
I would really like to know who's leaking all this shit to these reporters. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's former scouts and all that shit, but I bet you there's got to be somebody else inside that organization letting this shit leak. Think about it.
That Roethlisberger, man. That dude.
Think about it. Like I said, y'all were killing me. I know how the Maras operate. I know their family, man. I've lived it. Mara's not happy just sitting up there holding the trophy because he hired the right personnel. He wants to be the guy that brings everybody in like daddy.
Yeah.
You notice the GM got forced on the Giants, but Wellington Mara was still making draft picks. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Mara right now, he's just like fucking Al Davis was, man, with them Raiders. He was running the organization into the ground, you know. Until Raiders didn't turn around until Al Davis unfortunately passed away. You know what I mean?
Al Davis thought
even his-
speed meant everything. That's
Well,
what he
his
thought.
kid's
That's why he
not
had
doing
picks
that
like
well,
Ahmad
but-
Carroll.
That year he drafted what's that dude's name?
Al
wide
Davis
receiver he
had
took?
herpes. Every
That
damn
one
time you
year?
seen him, he had another blister on his fucking lip.
Yeah.
You said who?
Al
think
Davis
of-
had herpes.
Trying to think of that one
Yeah, he
receiver.
did
The
have a
same
lot of
year we
blisters.
got. Same
He
year we
always
got
had blisters
Hakeem
on his
Nicks.
lip.
They drafted a receiver in the first round. It was a joke, man. Like high in the first round too. He drafted him ahead of Michael Crabtree, ahead of Hakeem Nicks.
You talking about Darius
Nick.
Haywood Bay?
Yeah, Darren Hayward.
He
Yeah.
believed-
No, there
he
was
believed that's-
another one. There was
He-
another one that was wicked fast that they picked up, but he couldn't catch shit. But boy, he could outrun everybody.
Ragib Ishmael.
No,
Man, that
Ishmael
dude-
could kind of catch.
Mm-hmm.
There was another speedy.
Oh, it was a dude from what was
Napoleon?
his name?
Napoleon?
No, he came from South Carolina. I know who you're talking about. He came from South Carolina and he sucked too. It was Darius Haywood.
Yeah, I remember that Darius Hayward Bay one because he took him ahead of like I said, Crabtree, Hakeem Nicks, the other guy the Eagles had got.
What was that damn kid's name? What was that damn kid's name? That receiver from South Carolina. I could see him clear as day. I know exactly who you're talking about, Joe.
James Jett. James Jett.
Oh, that's way back in the day. That's when they thought he was
Yeah,
going to be
that's
the
cool,
John
yeah.
Taylor, the Tim Brown. James Jett sucked too. But they drafted a kid from South Carolina after Hayward Bay. I forgot his damn name. But James Jett turned out to be trash too.
Well, nobody thinks Kevin Abrams is going to be an upgrade, Ash. We just think that he'll be the right choice to allow
He'll be the
Judge
right
and them
choice.
guys to. And I'm not saying he's the right choice because he's some type of great GM. He'll be the right choice as a bridge GM if the Judge situation doesn't work out. That way, if the Judge situation doesn't work out, you shit Ken Abrams, Judge, and everybody, and then you start a fresh rebuild, cleaning house. But the fan base is split 50-50 on give Judge a shot or don't give Judge a shot. So if you're going to give Judge the shot, you don't want to force him on a new GM. Then you just upgrade Kevin Abrams, let him play next season, see how that turns out. If they fix the O-line, if Daniel Jones and Saquon improve behind a better O-line, then we might have something. See, so it's just basically a mechanism to decide what's the next step. It's not a permanent solution by bringing Kevin Abrams up as GM.
It's really giving Joe Judge the keys.
That's why Mary and them can't be successful what they do because they think just like fans. They think just like fans.
Hey, Logan wants the link, Joe.
They think it's because you get a bunch of weapons on offense,
All right,
the
just
offense is
like
going to
that.
automatically turn around without a foundation.
I'm going through a list here. Former receivers.
Exactly.
You cutting off that.
Yeah, Jet was the one that I was thinking.
Why is Logan saying please? What is he talking about?
He wants the
Oh,
link.
he wants the link.
I told him in a minute I was looking at something. I was
No,
busy.
we're having a conversation. We have bass in our voice. You have to wait a minute.
Right.
This is not the no bass show. This is the
Right.
low hanging nuts show. It's
Look at ass. Man. Oh, God.
That's what I'm thinking too, Chris. I think that Judge is a really good guy that knows talent.
Yeah, Abrams is gonna be the cap guy, and Judge will draft and have the keys to draft the
Oh, fumble.
Fumble?
The Bears recover.
Fumbalaya, Fumbleruski, Sergeant Fumbleina Wilkinson fumbles the ball.
Right.
Maras, Joel, his way of breaking it to fans. Hey, you know what? At least he gave some people a free Pepsi. Be happy
Bruh.
about that.
Gee, thank you for that.
No problem.
Thanks for that cup of Pepsi.
Why is Lou talking nutsacks? Because ours dropped. That's why.
Bruh.
Well,
What a catch by Komet, but it's out the end zone.
I know. I'd love to have him. Well, I dropped the link.
22 thumbs up so far.
Nice.
job.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
All
I even
right.
got.
You guys make sure you go sub up Mac the Giants fan, Super Taj, Big Pat Sports Talk, and Classified 3F with Joel, of course. You can sub me if you like, or you don't have to. I really don't give a shit. But make sure you sub these guys because they make great content and they work hard.
Yeah, I would be two hit squad. I would not be allowed back in there. Of course, if I go to a Giants game and they're playing like ass, I guarantee you, somebody's going to hear me.
Touchdown, Jimmy Graham. Oh my goodness.
Nobody was talking about yours,
What
Logan.
a freaking
First of all,
catch.
Oh my
I
goodness!
said
Snowball.
you can't be on this stream because this is for the old guys.
Yeah.
Taj just sounds like he's old, so we let him on. But
mature for his age, right?
I got a deep ass voice, yo.
You might need to start singing on your channel.
It's getting real hectic over here in Chicago, bro.
Hit him with the Barry White
Bears are
shit.
going
You know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
win. They're going for a 2-point conversion.
They going for the win.
They're going for a 2-point
Oh,
conversion.
come on, man.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna miss the 2-point conversion.
Please don't jinx us.
And he catches it.
He caught
25-24 Bears. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There you go, Seattle.
Soon as we let you on the stream, guess what? The Bears win.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Right.
There's still a minute left.
What is wrong with you, Logan? Come on, man.
I know.
Seattle might run the kickback.
This
Maybe they run
goddamn
the kickback
depressing.
and win the game. Walk off touchdown.
Oh man.
The Giants got beat by 24, and I wasn't on the stream today, so.
Oh, your breath was on the stream. I can still smell you.
Oh,
No,
wow.
let me stop.
I'm so offended, Lou. Virtual bullying.
Come on.
That was
Shiver-
a good
Get-
comeback.
Shiver me timbers, bro. I'm terrified.
Don't get PTSD, my guy.
Oh no, that's just Slay.
He said, "Shiver me timbers." Did you really just say that shit? This motherfucker thinks he's a pirate. This motherfucker said, "Shiver me timbers."
Yo.
Just don't abuse the parrot, Logan, okay?
What is
Oh,
wrong with
Lord.
you, bro?
Are we in Chicago? Are we in Chicago next week? Yeah, it is in Chicago.
Yeah, in
Yeah, we're in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Damn it.
Pat looked like he froze. He's so damn upset by the Bears losing.
He been having internet issues today. He said.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did
on to the
freeze.
26th.
Because I was like, damn, Pat ain't moved in a second.
Giants of the Caribbean. Oh man, I don't know.
Come on,
Logan's
let
gonna have
Russ
to
cook.
walk the
Let Russ cook.
Logan's gonna have to walk the plank here real soon.
Why y'all talking
Pause.
about me so much? I haven't said anything.
Because you jinxed the damn Bears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
God, bro. You do realize there's a delay, so they already scored before I even
Oh,
got
Pat
on,
left.
so it had nothing
No,
to do with that.
there he is. He's back.
Yeah, man, it's weird, man. My internet is trash today.
You gotta get us. Oh, wait a minute here. I gotta get us old farts up here, up on top. There we go. That's better.
Well, shit, I'm older than both of them.
Well, I'm keeping you young at heart. Okay.
There you go.
See.
Well, we were having a good
Logan
day.
walking the plank with solder. He said Logan walking the plank with solder.
That's right.
No,
Pause. That sounds nasty.
Yeah, it did sound weird, bro.
I just couldn't say pause immediately because I was exhaling.
Wow. What was wrong with Gary Brightwell? Anybody know what's wrong with him? Why he didn't play?
Man, really did need to know that one hit squad. That's a little too much TMI right there.
He got some kind of neck injury.
The actual injury.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was like a healthy
He
scratch.
said, boy, come on, Goya. Come on, man.
I know.
Come on, man.
Wondering if he was going to actually get some reps at running back the last couple of games and see if he had anything in
So
the
the
tank.
Bears beat us next
Maybe
week.
to
That's
offer.
2 wins in a row for them.
Said if they beat us next week.
When they beat us next week.
Oh man, I mean, I'll be stunned if we win. I'll be stunned. I'd put it that way.
Listen, if we lose out, we move up. So we'll use our pick to get Hutchinson or Neal or Linderbaum, and then we'll use that second pick to trade back a few spots and get some more capital.
So, guys, over or under 3 points next week?
I almost want to say under.
Why couldn't
but
you give me
we
three?
behave.
Why couldn't you give me 3.5? I'll say under.
Oh my God.
Yo, word.
I think that's the amount of points we get next week.
I mean, that's what we do best: kick field goals. And now I ain't kicking a whole lot of them.
turnover.
Yeah.
Not even getting a lot of those.
Yo, we better watch out for Carolina though, because they're starting to lose out. We better watch out for them.
I'm telling you, if we fix this offensive line, our turnaround could be faster than people realize. Yo,
It
I'm
could.
just trying to tell you.
Yes, you
I'm
get
not
killed
buying
like
into
Logan when you
bullshit,
say
but-
some shit like that. Yes.
Yeah, we could really have a turnaround and some shit.
But the problem with our organization is John Madison like, let's draft a safety. He can play guard for us.
Because
No, I think with our 5th and 6th pick, we're taking Pickett and Willis. That way we can maybe find a goddamn quarterback. I'm sure fans would love that one.
Put Pickett at fullback.
Right.
Oh shit.
That way we got a Taysom Hill bullshit type thing.
Hey, this Seattle loss and Bears win hurts us, bro.
Oh man.
Yep.
And
This
that's
is
We
fucking
almost
super
have another-
waxing.
Right.
On mine, it says there's 38 seconds.
It's that shit that got the block hot, super hot.
4th and 1 here for the Seahawks. Pickett and a strong safety. Yeah, I can see that happening in his squad.
Bro.
They do that.
Hooray
boy.
for Mara. Hooray at last. Hooray for Mara. He's a horse's ass.
My grandma called me today. She's like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm getting ready to hunt down John Mara.
Oh, that's a nice thing to say to your elders.
Yeah.
Oh
Give
my
that poor woman
goodness.
a heart attack.
You know what he did at the end of that when he said, I'm getting ready to hunt down John Mara? He says, arr.
Shiver me. Bruce.
Yeah.
Virtual
4th and
brawl.
1, 30 seconds. Lord have mercy.
See, the thing with us is, especially offensively, we look like we barely belong in the NFL offensively.
You
When
said
you watch-
first and
Oh
goal,
my
Logan?
God.
When you watch other teams, even the other bad teams, at least they still look like they belong in the league. At least, I mean, the Jets, the Jacksonville, they all still at least compete week to week. I don't know what the hell we be out there doing offensively, man. Why can every other team score touchdowns and score points except for us? I can't figure it out. I don't understand. We don't have
Wow.
we don't have the worst talent amongst around the NFL. We can't find
What
ways to
happened,
score.
Pat?
False start.
False start on Seattle, so it's 4th and 6 instead of 4th and 1.
Oh my
How many
God.
seconds is left?
31.
What yard line are the Seahawks at?
Just tell
30, 31 of their own 31.
All right.
Yeah, let Russ just flame that thing.
And tackled for a loss. Turnover on downs. Bears win. Flag on the play. Could be holding on the Bears. Could be holding on the Bears.
Miz says game
Yeah,
over.
holding on the Bears. Defensive holding on the Bears. Bears.
Ooh.
First down, Seattle. 21
He says-
seconds left.
The Beers.
Well, first down,
Beers. The Beers.
oh.
But dude, after today, I'm about ready to have a few beers. Okay.
I already
Holding
have
both ways. Penalties will offset. Replay the down. That
Didn't
works.
hurt. And it didn't help.
What are you doing?
What
What's
is
wrong with you?
Man.
Oh.
If anything good comes out of this season, we get to see Miz's videos.
Well, you know what, Pat? I might be coming around to you. The way Russell Wilson's playing right now, we might only have to give up a first-round pick to get him.
Only a first round pick. Not
Only a
even
seventh.
Daniel Jones. So.
Maybe we should put Riley Dixon at quarterback. He could be our guy.
I'd say get Kadarius
Certainly
Toney
can't
back
punt.
there. Let him fling the ball around.
He could.
You know
throw
he could
further-
throw deep.
He could throw further than any of our quarterbacks, including
He has
Daniel
a better
Jones.
arm than Fromm. That's for damn sure. He has
Yeah.
a much better arm than
Oh
Fromm.
my God, that's game.
He
That's
could throw
game.
further than Daniel Jones, and that's not a knock on Daniel Jones. It's just Tony has an actual cannon.
How the hell do you know what Tony has a cannon?
Because I've seen it do it versus the Chiefs.
Pause.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, now we know why Logan watches football. Woo!
Oh, they got a flag?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bears.
That's a first down.
Yeah.
No, it was after the fourth down play, so it's not gonna matter. I think
Oh, so the Bears win, huh?
Bears get an unsportsmanlike.
Taunting.
I
What
don't
the
know.
hell?
Oh, turning on the Bears.
Oh! Yo, what the hell?
He got up and started galloping like this in dude's face.
Wow.
Wow.
So they're gonna get first down?
Yep.
It's first down Bears. First down Bears. Keenum's coming onto the field.
Oh, son of a.
Oh.
That's what I thought. Yeah. We're
Yeah,
screwed, Glib
after the play.
Jadsuit.
No, no, no.
There you go.
Yeah, so the Bears get the ball, huh?
This is going to really screw up the draft,
Yep.
God damn
especially
it.
when they
We
win next
probably
week.
got like the number 4 and the number 6 pick now.
5 and
Carol's
7, I
7
think.
pick. Well, yeah, 5
Snowballs
and
are flying onto the field.
Them still good picks to work with.
Yes.
And we were probably gonna train one of
That
those.
makes
back
take.
anymore.
You know what? It is. Getting pick 7. I mean, that still gives us an interior offensive lineman. That still lets us get Linderbaum. That still lets us get
Kenny Green.
Yo. right. There's going to be guys on the board.
Like you
I
said,
don't know
like,
if I'm
wait
going
till-
to. Listen, I'll tell you. If Aiden Hutchinson's not on the board at 3, trade that number 3 pick.
This happens every year. Wait till we get into this off season, and
Right.
you're going to see these quarterbacks start rising up the draft boards because
Yep.
people just going to hype all these quarterbacks up, and they're going to be and
It happens
and
every
somehow
year, man.
somebody's going to flip to us no matter what we.
I
pick
mean,
them.
because
We're gonna
I
get
could see this.
somebody.
Never know.
I could see the Steelers giving us like 2 or 3 first-round draft picks. to come up to
Still-
3.
Yeah,
Steelers might
Pickett or
possibly
somebody's
make a
there.
move. And then
Wow.
We got to get that third.
That really
Detroit
dampened
might
things today.
be going
That's
quarterback.
that Bears win, man.
Yeah, it did.
It's all my fault.
What a bad day of football. Son of a bitch.
Detroit, Houston. Talking about all those teams could be going quarterback. You never know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
somebody might just
yeah.
fall right into our lap.
Just think, Damian, next year when you got Zimmer as your head coach, you guys be winning more games. Damian's a Bears fan, by the way.
The
Yeah.
Bears.
Dumb Bears.
Yeah, he made that clear earlier.
Duh, Bears.
The Bears.
Joel,
John,
you
I
like
thought that-
you like Gary V?
And that Bears pick might fall
What you know about Gary V?
He's an entrepreneur.
all the way to number 8.
I know who he is. I
Because the
said, what
Jets-
do you know about Gary V?
Seattle lost at 5-10,
Huh?
and the Bears just beat
What's that?
Seattle.
I've met him a few times.
So the Seattle
He
pick
actually
goes in front of
gave
the
me a
Bears.
pair of his K-Swiss sneakers that he
Yeah.
had made.
Yes, that'd be the Jets pick. The Jets have Seattle's pick this year.
So we're probably the number 5 and number 8.
Did you know that, Logan?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if they would have
Well,
lost,
we have to hope so. We have
they
to hope
would've
they can do
lost.
something. You have to hope
The
they can
work,
do
the
something.
grind, the hustle
Oh dang. Nice.
from Gary
if they
V.
would have lost, we would
All
have
right, I
been
don't know if Nagy's coming back,
the
man.
number
He used to sell baseball cards,
3
and his
pick.
parents owned a wine shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that, Pat?
If they would have lost, we would have had the number 3 and the number 5 pick. Now we have
Right.
a number 5 pick and a number 8 pick. Because they would have
Right.
jumped in front of Houston and the Jets today would have lost. But now since they won,
Yep.
they actually jumped in front of the Panthers and the Seahawks. So I think we have a number 5 and a number 8 pick now. And then if the Bears win again, they can drop out the top 10 almost. All
Yep.
depends on what the Washington football team does. If they beat us next week. But our pick gets better if the Jets or the Texans win. But it does make that pick a little bit more tradable if we go down to like the number 8 and somebody like Pittsburgh or somebody wants to come up to get the quarterback like the Saints. They can come up and get a quarterback. And then the Saints are number 15, the Broncos are number 14.
Oh,
So
man, the Jets are playing the Bucks.
yeah, they're gonna lose.
They're gonna win that game. You heard it here first. The Jets will defeat the
Right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Texans are playing the 49ers.
That's a toss-up.
And the Lions are playing the Seahawks.
I'm telling you right
the
now,
Seahawks can win that game.
the Jets will defeat the Buccaneers. You guys heard it here first.
And if they don't, you lose your eyebrows.
Bet, seriously.
So we really
Okay.
need to lose out. We really need to lose out.
And then
Well,
the final
with
week,
our
the
own
Jets.
pick, we
That's
need to
going to be a problem.
The final
need
week,
to
the
lose.
Jets are playing the Bills in Buffalo. And where the hell's the Texans? Jesus Christ. Oh, the Texans
Texans
are
got
playing the
4
Titans. The Texans are playing the Titans.
They beat the Titans last time they played them.
Texans,
that's all.
Texans could beat the Titans.
Yeah, somebody's got to play the upset role. So, who knows? But that
Man, if the
Bears
Jets
win
could go
right
in and
there
beat the
messes up
Bills.
everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Bills beat the Patriots today.
All right, I'll be back, guys, if you're still
I'm
on.
telling you, the Jets
All right.
will beat the Bucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I might shut this down here. We got Lou's stream here in an hour. I gotta get up and stretch around. I've been sitting
I'm
here.
sitting here messing with my OBS right now, trying to figure out how I can do a mock draft at halftime.
Oh, geez.
That's a good
But
idea, actually.
I don't think I'll be able to do it unless you end the stream and leave Pat on here to walk me through it.
I can do that.
But you can't close it out. You can't end the live because we'll all disappear.
Well, I know that.
You
I
don't
could
gotta
just-
use you don't gotta use OBS. You can just download pictures of the players and then download them to your overlays and your StreamYard brand.
Why would I download pictures to try to do a draft?
If you're doing if you're using one of the draft websites, you can just share your screen. You don't need to use OBS.
Well, I didn't even know there was a draft website, Mr. Smartass.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to end this here so that when Luke or Pat comes back, I'll just leave this up for you and Pat, Lou, to work on your halftime stuff, walk you
All
through
right.
some stuff.
Well, thank you very
It's
much.
been great. Great with hanging out with everybody. The football games kind of sucked. I mean, it did hurt us draft position wise, but it is what it is. We all know basically what we need as Giants fans moving forward.
A
It's
whole
going to
new
be interesting.
organization? Oh.
Yeah, we need a new owner, but I don't think we're getting that, unfortunately.
We
Yeah,
need
like
some
I
big
said-
guys that know how to play.
Yep.
Big guys that know how to be big on the field and get the job
Right.
done. Push people,
Right.
move people out the way, man.
Man,
So
make
over,
sure you
man.
sub up to these guys. Great content creators. We're here every week. We'll definitely be here in the off season, heading up to the draft. We'll definitely be doing some bowl games. Definitely be doing March Madness. We'll
yeah.
probably do a few college basketball games. I enjoy college basketball.
I love college basketball.
We
Now
also do boxing and
football
UFC
season
as
over.
well.
Yes, we do. Thank you,
We're
Lou.
getting into that.
The G Nation, Mac, Big Pat, Logan. You guys got any last words before I?
Thanks for having me on, and yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Hey
Thanks,
Logan,
Ollie. Appreciate hanging out
before
with
he
you guys,
before he
man.
hits the end broadcast, I want to give you and Nate your props
Yes.
for grinding through Christmas yesterday. That shows that you guys are really focused and dedicated on trying to build your channel and build your brand and keep the Giants community up to par with what's going on around the league. So
Thank you.
good work yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah. So until next time, folks, I'm going to hit you with the intro, outro, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next stream later tonight on G Nation Lou's channel. Till then,